only finessing the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's route. Because this generation don't have most honorable Elijah Muhammad to know how to compare it. So they think, oh, it's something new. So everybody walking around with them damn moons on their head, not noticing that's a century old. You understand? Everybody walking around saying what he said, not realizing that's some old shit. So there's 19 keys coming up under the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad told people to look out for Dr. Malachi Z. York, who was going to come with the teachings of the Lamb. Then why did 19 keys not come out knowing that, he know that, and say that there was a master that came after the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is not a master teacher. He's a teacher. There's a difference. Why won't he do that? And then when I said, let's do it, his ass had a sly comment talking about some, we don't need master teachers, we need master builders. Nigga, I screenshotted that. So stop trying to teach 19 keys and start building, nigga. Fuck is you still on YouTube for with your 33-year-old ass? The fuck you still doing platforms and podcasts for, sitting with your legs crossed in, nigga? If you supposed to be your ass outside building some shit, build something other than an illusion. Shock the fuck out of me one time. Because you said we don't need master teachers just to combat the fact that Dr. York is a master teacher. If I would have mentioned the most honorable Elijah Muhammad as a master teacher, your silly body ass would have never said we don't need master teachers. Lanky doodle. But because I said Dr. York, then you went to go pick out which panties you had on for that day and tweet it. Somebody said, we don't need no master teachers. We need master builders. Well, go build, Bobby. Go build. You're grown, bro. You grown-ass man. Go build. You grown-ass man. You know supposed to be YouTube. You know supposed to be Instagram. You know supposed to be TikToking. That's for little men. You big grown man. You go build. You shouldn't be teaching shit else. Because your leaky body ass said we don't need master teachers. You shouldn't be teaching shit else then unless you're teaching a nigga where the fuck to put the brick. If it was genuine what you said. But you're not no genuine person. You're not a genuine ass nigga. You a replica mirror body ass nigga. You don't really know where you going. All you trying to figure out is where your next money grub coming from. You don't know what the fuck you really doing. You don't know what's really going on, do you? Do you, Jabril? With the name Jabril as your name, with the angelic name, do you know where Jabril at, right? The actual angel? Do you know where the baby planes are? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke about him. Seem like you don't know about nothing unless you talking with Billy Carson, letting him do most of the talking of the ancient alien civilization shit. You in ancient alien civilization. What about modern alien civilization? What's going on with that? What's happening with Battle of the Sky, Jabril Muhammad? What's happening right now? We way beyond message to the black man, so you should be familiar with what the fuck I'm talking about. What's happening right now today? It's easy to go ask Zechariah Sitchin. It's easy to go look through and flip through the holy tablets. It's easy to run back and forth through the sacred tablets. It's easy to go back and reach into Genesis. What's happening right now with the extraterrestrial conversation? Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke about right now. What's happening?
I seen this nigga Reza Islam in his book quoting Dr. York shit down to the television and everything. It's like, y'all know who that is. And I told you, we're not going to stop making noise about who that is. You know that, right? Like, the bigger the platform go, or the bigger the platform grow, the louder the voice going to grow or go. Why y'all niggas putting his shit in y'all books and then turning around and act like you don't know who that is? Everybody know who the fuck did the Be Lie Eve shit. Everybody know who did the Tell Eye Vision shit. But now I done heard everybody and their mama use Tell Eye Vision or Tell Lies visually, and you're not going to say who said that? You're not going to tell people who cracked that code? I done heard everybody and their mama say overstand, except for the snaky doodles, who wanted to branch off and do their own thing because they didn't want to give the credit to Dr. York for that code being cracked. So they started saying inner stand, as if you can actually stand inside your damn self, right? So I done heard all that. And none of y'all was like, yo, the first person who came out and showed us that was Dr. York. Back in the 70s. Nobody? I done heard everybody say everything that he taught. That only he was teaching. But nobody know who that is. And then, interestingly enough, when I say his name, then niggas remember. Oh, you talking about him? Yeah. I know about, that's weird as fuck. That's weird. You can base your whole everything off of what he brought. But you want to keep him behind the scenes. Y'all know what a scam is? You know what is this scam word about? But what is the French word? But we have escamateur. Escamateur. What is that? Escamateur was saying you're hiding something. Or you make something, you went out of your way to make something disappear. That's a scammer. Right? Listen to it phonetically. Scammer, skimmer, skimmer. What's a skimmer? What does it mean to skim some shit? If you skim something, it means there was a whole picture here. Right? There was a whole amount here. But you done came and skimmed a little bit off the top. For yourself. For your own selfish purposes. For your own selfish reasons. What's a scheme? All this is phonetically the same. Scam, skim, scheme. A scheme is a plot or a plan to put something into effect. All y'all niggas been scamming, all y'all niggas been scheming, and all y'all niggas been skimming. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, to take it off the top. And they done skimmed, they done scammed, and they done schemed this whole community. Or this whole sociological pyramid. And then took the light off of that top, which is that capstone, which is really the center, and kept it for themselves. Because if you can have that cornerstone, or you can have that capstone, and know who and what that is, and try to hide it, and keep it away from the people, then you are of what is referred to as now, everybody's talking about it, the woke scam. You are the woke scam. Why did you want to keep him hidden? What scared y'all about him? It made everybody want to say, we don't need him. All right, or refused him, just like it was written that y'all would. What scared y'all about him? And now that I'm coming out, and I'm reminding people about it, they uneasy. They don't know whether to turn left or turn right on Front Street. Because all they shit landing right there on that curb. Front Street, just like I said. Everybody got to respond. You know what I mean? I don't know. Listen, only people that's not really a part of this is like the flat earth people, like the Bro Sanchez and the rest of y'all. You're not involved in this. I don't know why they keep all you doing is just doing weird stuff. You know what I mean? You just weird. Because nobody's talking to y'all. Y'all got your own thing. Nobody even live over there where y'all at. Y'all live on a flat earth. We ain't even over there. What the hell are you sending telegrams over here for? Nobody talking to y'all. Everybody else? Who on the planet we on? Yeah, y'all won't scandal. We gon' get it cleared up. You know what I mean? But look, everybody not a part of this conversation, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. It's some of this stuff be comedy. Like it can't be anything other than comedy. That a man want to talk about somebody being agents, and then his whole pitch was to sell flat Earth calendars. Like that's where the ancestors led you, to flat Earth calendar land. I don't like your ancestors. They get on my nerves. They get on my nerves and they blow me. And the only thing flat about that is the fact that it's on a sheet of paper. You know what I mean? That's it. It's still the same months. It's still the same days. It's still the same. Y'all tell your ancestors. Because we remember I told you that we don't have the same ancestors. I think I explained that clear as day. We can't. Not Sanchez. So you tell your ancestors that I'm not a believer in you. All right? I don't believe in none of the stuff that y'all niggas bring in. And you have to ask Bro Sanchez, what is his beef with Dr. York? Remember, it started off about the planet Earth being a pizza. But then you went from that to Dr. York. I'm sure Doc was like, well, what do you got to do with this? Why does his name come up and you talking about the shape of the earth? How did you find it? Don't it seem like they find some type of way? You know what I mean? The reason why a lot of them don't want to associate with me is because I stood on truth about Dr. York. But then as soon as my name come up, they try to throw Dr. York out there like we ain't heard the attack since we was little. What are you talking about? What are you saying? I've been absorbed in it since 3, 4, 5 years old. I've been invested. We done heard everything they can throw. We done heard all the lies and all the deceptions. You know what I'm saying? We done heard all the mixed in truths that have been perverted. We heard all that shit. So what is it that the niggas think they're doing now? What are you exposing about Dr. York? You're exposing yourself. How you going to expose a man saying you know what was going on and you were not there? You're just exposing yourself. You're exposing your own obsession. You didn't want to talk about it before I showed up, but you got a whole dissertation ready as soon as there's somebody that aligned with them that you can see. You understand? That's real agent behavior. How would you know what's going on with a man you wasn't there? You know what I'm saying? When they be like, how you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. It's the same thing. You was over there on the flat earth when we was on Tomaray. You wasn't there on Tomaray with us. You was over there on the flat. If anything, if you was on Tomaray, it was a 2-dimensional Tomaray. It wasn't 3-dimensional where we was at. We had 3D. You understand? 3D wasn't a concept y'all could understand. Everything was flat in your world. Cartoon nickel body. But they involve themselves in the conversation like they have something to do with this. No, you don't have anything to do with this. This is why you don't really get a response. They ain't going on that. We ain't know. I ain't hit y'all up and say, we need to do something about this. We don't need to do nothing about that but giggle. That's all we need to do, giggle. I still don't even know, because I think last video had something that they put Dr. York name on it. They still won't put my name. When one of his minions came to tell me that they was going to bring me down and expose me and all this other stuff, I was like, look, I said, that's adorable. I said, just please tell him to spell my name out this time. Like, because last time I was disappointed when I looked and it said F1. I didn't understand why I deserved that. If you're going to expose me, like, you got to expose me so that people really know who it is you're exposing. I said, if you're going to do promo, do it right. And he was like, whoever the minion was, like, I don't care nothing about your name, and, you know, we're going to bring you down, and you and Dr. York going to expose, all you got is good music. It's like, bro, it's like y'all do way too much eating for y'all to be trying to tear somebody down. You eat on them. Tomorrow, all I got is good music, but everything else is, I'm an agent. Why would you even lead with that? I wouldn't even put that in. That wouldn't be involved in the letter. But he was like, show up at 2 p.m. I actually did try to see what was going on at 2 p.m. They didn't come on 2 p.m. But then some people sent me the link. It was like, yo, have you seen this? And it was just said about Dr. York. You know what I mean, bro? They got whole documentaries out about Dr. York. You know what I mean? You ain't nothing. You're not an anomaly. So their idea of exposing is doing the same thing Young Pharaoh did, and Young Pharaoh wasn't there. Y'all get what I'm saying? Look at it like this, right? Same way I told them. This is why they upset with me. The flat Earth community thing. They upset with me because I reminded them that they hadn't been out there. So that made them pissed. That separated me from the ancestors. That made me an agent. That made me a kafir. That made me all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what angle they was coming from. But all I did was remind them they ain't been their ass out there. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. I'm reminding y'all that these people who've been speaking on Dr. York were not there. Nobody know who these people are. They weren't there. So how do you do that? The only way you can do that is from a delusion. You feel me? So yeah, they got an issue with Doc. That's their whole problem. And because they got an issue with Dr. Malachi, they got an issue with me. And I'm like, I'm a hell of a person to have an issue with, because all I got is time. That's all I got. All I got is time and energy, young energy. You know what I mean? Ready to sling a sword. You feel what I'm saying? So they got an issue, and they gonna have to deal with it.
And then right now, what's going on with the Battle of Armageddon? Is that why you're so interested in starting a black bank? Because there are extraterrestrials that are in our midst?
Come on now.
Is that what? It don't match.
It don't match.
It doesn't match. You don't know what you're talking about. How are you having a conversation about quantum physics?
Like, think about what I'm telling y'all. Nigga 19 Keys, the whole angle is about finances, right? But he walking around with the symbol, okay, or the headband that's similar to or a replica of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who literally spoke about being in contact face to face with Allah, God, and the heavenly hosts or the angels. He was able to be contacted when it came to extraterrestrial activity. You understand? Crafts being in the Earth's atmosphere that the government didn't know what it was. They consulted Honorable Elijah Muhammad about it. You understand? Somebody who Dr. Malachi Z. York literally put in the book, The Holy Tablets, which I have a physical copy of. You understand? Speaking about who and what he's actually tied to. A name that your government even knows to this day about. You understand? He explained it deeper, him and Fard. So it was an extraterrestrial conversation. It was a Rumadian conversation. All right? They had a crop circle that popped up a while ago. Back, I think it was the year 2000 in the UK, something like that. It was Chico, something, I can't remember the place, Chico, something, UK. Right? And it had a message on it. And the message was speaking about there being good out there and don't believe the false bearers and all this other stuff, because, you know what I mean, they bear false gifts and, you know what I mean, and there's still time, there's a little time, but there's still time, and there's a lot of pain and all kind of stuff. That came from a message of a crop circle that had somebody's picture on it that looked similar to the Ramadians. And if you really pay attention to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, he looked slick like an Oriental. And there was some Orientals who they were saying looked like the extraterrestrials. And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was saying they look like Orientals, which is a race of people, as you call it here. Right? Not nothing mystery. So that's why when the minister be talking about we ain't talking about no mystery God, that's what he's trying to tell y'all. That the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was speaking about extraterrestrials. Right? But 19 Keys let Billy Carson do all the talking about extraterrestrials. You wear a symbol on your head that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who was in contact with these beings, wore, according to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Remember, they trying to modernize everything, so they don't want y'all to actually know what these people taught. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that God is flying in a craft and has little baby planes that come out of that craft called a mother plane or a mothership that enter into the Earth's atmosphere, okay, that are called wheels also, all right, the same way the story of Ezekiel's wheel, okay, or Ezekiel and the wheel, all right, and he spoke about being in contact with those people. So if 19 Keys is a student of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, which he is, if not take off the guard, right, if not take off the symbols, it's outdated anyway. As a matter of fact, because we in the sun cycle, I've been told you that, but you don't want to listen. You're not going to listen because it's an ego thing. It's a pride thing. And you're not going to let people know that it's all about the sun. All right. Even when you went into, and this is for 19 Keys, when you went into start speaking about the fourth state of matter, which you spoke about that shit for 3 seconds, you never built on it. You never went into the science of the exclusion zone. And you're not going to explain to people that the exclusion zone doesn't just have to do with some fourth state of matter. In actuality, it's actually about how the water and the liquid crystalline water interacts. And it's also saying that negative and positive are able to separate in the water. And this exclusion zone that's called EZ in science actually happens in our body when sunlight interacts with it, the same way when sunlight interacts with the plants, there's a photosynthesis effect. Okay, if we spend more time in the sun, literally go look up what I'm telling you, all right, we will increase that same thing that Dr. Saban was speaking about, the alkalinity in our body. Okay, we will speed up our own genes from being in the sun, and there will be an exclusion zone or EZ or fourth state of water effect in our actual bodies. Do you get what I'm explaining to you? Meaning when you interact with the sun, you're speeding yourself up to a state that's beyond the water that you introduced to now, all right, as a liquid state. Because remember, it doesn't go from liquid to a fourth state. It goes from liquid to gas, okay? So when that water is separating itself, all right, from a negative and a positive, literally as a charge, within itself, that can happen inside your body from just interacting with the sun. Go look up what I'm telling you. Now, he used his time to speak about the fourth state to try to talk about states of consciousness, which was merging two different types of things. An occurrence that happens in your body, as in literally in your lungs, in your liver, in your kidneys, okay, in your gut, the water, all right, the 70% water that human beings are composed of. He spoke about the states of consciousness, which is something that Jose Silva, go look it up because I've taught y'all about this before. Jose Silva, Josesilva, not Silver, all right, came out with an extrasensory perception technique called the Jose Silva technique, literally, where he spoke about the different types of states of consciousness, where those of you who were able to tap into those mechanisms were able to unlock the ESP in yourselves. All right, that's states of observation and states of consciousness. How he went from the states of matter into the states of consciousness without even explaining anything and blamed it on quantum physics was confusing to everybody. It was confusing, but it's what they do. If you're going to teach the sciences, teach the real sciences that people can actually use. You understand? But when people can't use these sciences, guess what winds up happening? More confusion. You with me? So if we speak about extraterrestrials, don't mystify it. How you do literal science. Don't mystify the extraterrestrials. Let's deal with it. Ask 19 Keys, does he believe in Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala? And does he believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the way that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, explained him to be? And if you do, then you should know about who and what these extraterrestrials are by now. If you're on a higher level conversation, which means your higher level shouldn't be taking place in somebody's convention building. Your higher level should be taking place on the original higher level conversation place, which was a mountain. You should be on the mountain having the same conversation that Jabril had with Muhammad. If not, what are you doing? You supposed to be on the mountain, not on the bank. The bank right there next to the river, down on the land with everybody else. Higher level conversation supposed to be up there on the mountaintop, right there at the capstone, where Dr. Martin Luther King went up to figure out what he figured out. All right, where Muhammad himself, Rasulullah, Muhammad himself went up to figure out what was going on himself, to get a message from Jabril himself. Okay, where Moses went up to figure out what's going on, to get a message from the Elohim himself. All right, why are you still here talking about banking? Why are you here still talking about the future of banking technology and AI? What are y'all doing? You understand? No, it's all games. It's all games. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad had a plan, and they didn't listen to him. They want to act like they listened to him. They didn't listen to him. As soon as he left, they switched the whole program, and it became more based on economics than anything else. They switched the whole program. He had a plan. He had a plan. So now, how do we engage these people who now your government is coming out to say they do exist? Now you got people that are in the government talking about, so they saw some people on a cigar-shaped craft. Guess who explained about the cigar-shaped craft? Dr. Malachi York. He said he saw African Americans on there, melanin-dominant people. Same thing the children in rural Zimbabwe said. Same thing I said when I was 12 years old, and been telling people since I was 12 years old, that they were not some ghost angel beings. They were black people, as you call them. Melanin-dominant people. People. We got to say it 1,000,000 times so you can get extraterrestrial out of your brain as some spirit concept and realize it just means they not from your city. That's what it means. They not from your hood. You know what I mean? You don't go to Chicago and you from Atlanta talking about, so these are aliens. Now, they still use the term when it comes to immigrants and things like that. They say these people are aliens or foreigners, right? That's why I told you, ain't it interesting that Wallace's name meant foreigner? Don't you find that interesting? Wallace Muhammad was accepted, though, as a leader. But you didn't accept Isa, Imam Isa, who came with the knowledge of Lamb. That's confusing. And now you out here talking like you on some higher level conversation, but you're not even actually having that higher level conversation. And Billy Carson don't really know who those beings are. He just keep researching about those beings. He don't know who they are. He don't know. All he gonna do is talk about it, like some history class. That's why when I said the false prophet thing, I said, do Billy Carson really be communicating with extraterrestrials, or do he just teach that? Anybody can do that. Stephen Greer is doing a hell of a job. And he ain't even melanin dominant. There's 1,000,000 people out here with, what do you call it, CE5 projects, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind projects, all kind of things, disclosure projects, disclosure channels. They got a word straight out of the Holy Tablets called Gaia, okay? Straight out of the Holy Tablets. Made a whole channel on it, and they teach them about terrestrials and encounters, same thing. Everything they talk about in the Gaia channel is right there in the Holy Tablets. What are you gonna do? He frontline where though? Listen, your whole conversation is about extraterrestrials. Have you had the encounters? Do you know who they are? Have you been face to face with them? You teach it, but do you teach it from a place of knowing? Do you? You understand? These people are researching. And even then, the research, a lot of the time, y'all got to know it's a finesse, right? A lot of people think that the melanin dominant community doesn't read. Most people think that. Most of the people who step into position feel like melanin dominant people don't read. So you want to know why their demographic is often so-called black people and pro-black people? They feel like y'all don't read. And if you don't read, and if you don't educate yourself, all right, or become more intelligent or wise yourself, well then you're subject to or prone to scammers who may have just learned a little more, all right, or just enough to make it seem like they know. And then you be like, they have a high level, but we listen, we like, that ain't saying nothing. They're not saying anything. It's like you have to ask the people leaving the conventions, what did they take away? What did they take away? You have to ask people, why are you following behind these people? What is it what are you following? Because in all actuality, if you really are on a conscious level, you should be able to affect the whole of the plane. You don't become one of the people who step into that light, or that what they call the limelight, which they haven't actually stepped into the limelight. A lot of them step right into the amber light. You don't become one of those people who step into that light and then dwindle away and do your own things without affecting what's happening in the community. You understand? So if you actually on that conscious level, things should be changing in these communities. If you are the Tahootis, as niggas started literally calling themselves, you got Young Pharaoh walking around with a fat ass Tahuti chain on. Okay, well then Tahuti brought wisdom to a world that brought the world out of the darkness into the light. No, what Young Pharaoh decided to do was actually to attack El Tahuti, all right, or the Tahuti that we have of today's day and age, which is Dr. Malachi York, none other than. The one that we would have if anybody was Tahuti. If anybody had this, listen, Dr. York came out with books before these niggas was even heard of. Sacred Wisdom of Tahuti. You understand? That nobody didn't have. People didn't have these keys and these degrees. You with me? And that's why I slumped them up when I said, you copied Malachi York. You came out and tried to be him. And then tried to tear him down. Same thing Bobby Hemmett did. Tried to copy him. That's why a lot of people hear Dr. York voice, and they like, he sound like Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett sound like him. Mm-hmm. Bobby Hemmett is trying to mimic his teaching style. That's why Bobby Hemmett had to rent buildings out, you know what I'm saying, to show them same dwindle body ass slideshows, okay, trying to teach people that niggas needed to go toward Baphomet. Right? You want to know that spookism word? Where that spookism word came from? Do you want to take a wild guess who introduced the spookism word? Dr. Malachi Z. York. He was the one who said, stop believing in spookism. Mm-hmm. If you don't believe me, that's good. Go find out. Dr. York, 1992. He said, even though I'm telling you, you have a connection to that sun, you still don't want to believe me. He said, y'all don't want to believe me. You still want to believe in spookism. He was explaining it to you. You have a connection with the sun. I will pull this shit up. Right? What is spookism? Now, if you got my book, I explained it. I said what the spookism shit is. Spookism is just another way of saying belief. Mystery. It ain't even actually mystery because mysteries are to be solved. But people stop at belief. They just believe something, meaning you accept something to be true. And you don't know it to be true. A mystery can be solved so that you can know it's to be true. You know what I'm saying? So, no, when you were talking about Baphomet, all this other stuff, they keep trying to act like people were scared of the symbol. Nobody was afraid of the symbol. That's not what this shit was about. It wasn't about nobody being scared of the symbol. It's about the fact that that symbol had a meaning before y'all niggas was born. It actually had a meaning before y'all niggas came and tried to put a meaning on it. It had a meaning. Before you come in and try to tell people that they supposed to be up under the goat has always in all of these religions, in all of these stories, represented the devil. And the devil has always represented people who wanted to keep people in the dark or scam them. That's what always the devil was. When it was time for the light and it was time to reveal, what they always did, they concealed, they halleled, they came up under the crescent moon, sang, sung, and danced. You understand? So it's real confusing, right, when these people are trying to put out that they supposed to be following up under Baphomet. And we come and we like, what are you doing? We all know who Baphomet is. You know the rock artists and what they use the symbols for. You know the Church of Satan and why they use the goat and the 666 and all of that. That's why I said, why they confuse people with the carbon thing when carbon is in everybody. That's more confusion. Carbon is in every living being, and they try to make you think that carbon meant black people. That never meant that in no world, shape, form, or fashion. You understand? It's in every living thing. You with me? So exactly like I said, the hard way, all right, is the easy way. If you're talking about ascending in states, you got to know that even after you get to that fourth dimension or that fourth state, like I've been explaining since 2019, 2020, since the Clubhouse days, I said, y'all don't know anything about a fourth state or a fourth dimension or any of that because you can't fathom it. Notice that even when you're talking about the fourth dimension, you still have to use third dimensional concepts to explain about it. You with me? If the hard way is the easy way or the exclusion zone way, which I'll be teaching about in the How to Clone book when I come out with that shit, right? You have to remember it's all about decrease what? Inflammation. It's all about taking people out of hell. It's all about bringing people to alkaline. And I already told you what alkaline is. Matter of fact, when you say alkida, all right, or kidir or kidir, you're saying the green one, the green line, all right, alkaline. Okay, but watch this. Al is who? God. And key is what? As in I've explained with the 19 keys, key is spirit. Okay, key is also QI, which is speaking about the planet or plane you're in, all right? But also ki, which means vital energy, vital life force energy, which is also said as CHI, which is key also, or chi as they say, all right, or KEY or KI. So the spirit of God, all right, and the connection that you have when you have that spirit of God activated in you. Okay, something that's referred to as the VMAT2 or the God gene that they've been looking for a long time in people, saying that it's the God gene that'll make somebody be more spiritual, as you calling it. You with me? Why would someone want to keep you in the dark then? If he knows secrets that are supposed to be revealed, why would he hide them? Here go one of the ways they cloak it. You want to know one of the tricks of the devil? They say, oh, we don't want it to get in the wrong hands. Anybody saying that in today's day and age, looking at all of the different types of technologies, all right, and sciences that have been utilized for war and destruction, okay, where these sciences have been put to use to destroy worlds, okay, anybody saying that they don't want it to get in the wrong hands, if they have it, it's already, that's the wrong hands. They ain't supposed to have it because it's already in the wrong hands. There's no such thing as it's getting into the wrong hands. You can Google everything these motherfuckers talking about. So how is it? What are they safeguarding at this point? There's nothing that is to be safeguarded right now. Everybody needs to access this shit. Everybody. You want to know? That sounds like you scared. If you scared of some shit getting in the wrong hands, then that means you don't have the control over it that you're trying to claim that you have control of. Because if it get in the wrong hands, just handle it, right? Mm-hmm. Just handle it. But no, you can't handle it. Because you didn't know what to do when Queen Elizabeth fell. People didn't even know what to do. That was the monarch losing their queen. And you didn't know to hex them? You didn't know that that was a vulnerable moment for these same beasts that have been set up on the earth for thousands of years? You didn't know that was a vulnerable moment for them? That if there was any time to hex that system or that establishment, it would have been the moment in September of 2022 that Queen Elizabeth fell. And I went on Clubhouse and was talking to them about it. And they said, well, you know, real witches don't have to say they witches, and, you know, we don't got to do all of that because, you know, it's going to be handled at universe. No. But y'all will sprinkle grave dirt in somebody's shoe that live down the street from you. All right? You'll put fluids in somebody's spaghetti and feed it to them. Right? You'll put seminal fluids into somebody's vodka and mix it up. You'll do all this stuff to the people that's around you. You will hex people in your communities. You with me? You'll go get a cow tongue or a goat tongue and try to jam somebody's job interview up because you don't like them and you don't want them to succeed. You feel me? You'll put salt around somebody's house to try to trap them up and cut off their finances. Oh, these are all kinds of signs. You know, I grew up around devils too, and I've seen what devils do to their own people. You understand? Which at that time they become shaitan. They'll do that to the people that's civilians. Look at what I'm telling you. The same reason why they need a demographic of people who don't read. They'll do it to people who they know can't defend themselves. Right? They don't know how to defend themselves. The last resort that they have is to do what? What do they have to do? The people who are up under these attacks by these witches and these warlocks, okay, and these vexed peoples and these possessed people, what are the last resort for them? Prayer. They have to pray, they have to beseech, they have to beg for protection and assistance and aid, which is why I came out with a class, Psychic Self-Defense. If I was trying to be some guru that only knew all this stuff, I went into every ancient science that I could access and brought it forth. Everything that I could put out in a 2-hour class, I put it out there. Because y'all need to know this stuff. And what did I say? If you've been around since 2022, I said in 2022, I said, I'm going to start teaching these people what the magic is. And people started immediately contacting me and said, brother, you know we're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be kept sacred. Bullshit. Look at your world. Look at your world. I had somebody come on in with the name ISIS and was saying there's a hierarchy and you're not supposed to do that because it's supposed to be respect for the hierarchy. I said, who told you I have to respect your hierarchy? Where in the craft did it ever tell me I had to respect your hierarchy? You understand? This is something people don't understand. A warlock is somebody who was associated with a coven, right? Or with a group of other people who were supposed to be witches or handlers of a craft. That's why I tell you, when people say witchcraft, you have to answer witchcraft. That's a question. It's not a statement. It's not just a phrase or a compound word. It's actually a question, and you need to answer it. When somebody say, you're a witch, you do witchcraft. I'm like, that don't make sense. You got to, which craft do I do? You understand? Because there are multiple crafts. Don't tell me that Jesus and Shaitan did the same craft or did the same works. You understand? Don't tell me that Moses and the Pharaoh had the same magic or did the same works. Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, they had to have come from different crafts. When they gave Moses a magic wand called a staff, he was able to work many wonders with that staff. Okay, the Pharaoh and the rest of them niggas was able to do that shit too. You telling me they had the same craft? No, it was different schools. Now, the sciences had to be similar because you have to be versed in alchemy and physics and all this other stuff. That's true. But everybody didn't come from the same craft. Everybody don't come from the same order. You with me? So warlocks were people who decided, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all motherfuckers not really doing what the craft instructed us to do. I don't agree with what y'all doing. So what the warlock does is he separates himself from that coven, and he no longer fuck with them. But they go and teach the story as if he's the devil. You understand? He's not the devil. He's a devil or a shaitan, or op to them at that point. You understand? That's why it's been already said, you got to be careful. You got to be cautious. Because what? The news, or the newspaper specifically, this is Malcolm X saying this, all right, and Riz Islam spoke about this in his book, right? He said what? If you're not careful, the newspaper will have you hating the ones who oppress and loving the motherfuckers who doing the oppressing. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out, as a matter of fact, I was the only motherfucker that came out and went against the music industry as a whole, the whole beast. And I challenged all them, and I said, no, bro, really, the real warlock, not the card reader, not the tarot man. No, the real warlock. Go listen to my song, Flip. And I said, real warlock, not the card reader. I might nuke y'all. This back in 2020. You understand? Actually, I think the song was formed or created in 2019. 2020 is when I rolled out the Sun Tzu. All right, or somewhere around that time. Right? So I explained to them what was about to happen to the industry. It happened. They couldn't stop it. They really couldn't, because we were actually activating in those sciences about we. It's like, I'm not by myself. You know what I mean? But I'm that one that stepped out. You with me? So when I came forth as that warlock, it was me challenging all those witches. And I said in that post, I said, I'm going to come out and give them the sciences because y'all keep using this magic on civilians. Me nigga walk around with these staffs and shit. You know what I mean? With these crystals on. they're trying to put on as witches. You understand? And then you have to ask, who are y'all hexing? Who y'all casting spells on? Who are these spells for? I came out with a video. I had a song called Prayer, if you don't remember. The song was called Prayer, right? And in that song, right, I had a post that said, how to cast spells on the wicked. See, they've been casting spells on the masses, the unsuspecting. Who was going to come through and say, this is how you reverse it and counteract and cast spells on them? This is how you fight them. Now, I told people, I said, look, if that scares you, and that's some shit that make you feel nervous, you ain't supposed to touch it because you're too afraid. And fear don't work. Fear and the craft don't mix. Because they're going to smell it on you, and there's other beings that's moving around, they smell it, you're going to get used. You'll be used. You understand? So I said, if you have fear, okay, well, then just be a prayer warrior. You can still help us. Now, some people understood that. Some people didn't get it. They said, well, that's against the law. You know, divine law. You're not supposed to be a witch. You're not to... Listen, Jesus did the same thing. As a matter of fact, he said, some of y'all will be able to do greater works than he did. As long as you believed on him. And he already told you what he was, the truth, the life, and the way. What is that? 1, 2, 3. What's the magic number? What did everybody always say? 3. That's the magic number, correct? means what? Trismegistus. 3 times great. 3. Thrice great. That's Tahuti or Thoth. Okay? 1, 2, 3. The point, the left point of the triangle, the right point of the triangle, and the top point of the triangle. Equilateral. 1, 2, 3. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, which y'all refer to as the Trinity. All right? Which, again, we've expressed is not biblical, but you made sure that it was believed to be. Okay? But still, Trinity. 1, 2, 3. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, which is really Father, Son, and the Mother, but you treated the Mother as the Holy Ghost as a mystery, which is understandable because you fear her. You understand? And people fear what they don't know. So they left it blank on purpose, all right, to rule her out. 1, 2, 3. On the Ankh, you got the mother, the child, and the father. 1, 2, 3. You got the moon, the sun, and the earth. 1, 2, 3. You got Nut, you got Geb, you got Shu. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 seem to be every motherfucking way. And if you're wise, you'll take heed of that. Which is why, as soon as El-Masih or Isa or Jesus came through, according to the stories, how many wise men went to visit him? How many? 1, 2, 3. 3 wise men. 3 is a magic number. 3 is a Magi number. They call the wise men Magi. All right? Or Magus. Magi. And mag was a word meaning grand. Okay? Or big, like magnum. Okay? Or mighty. All right? So you have Magnus, Magnum, Magni, Magnesium, Magnet, okay? Mag, understanding about magnetism, knowing about the negative and the positive, knowing about the yin and the yang, knowing about the 2 sides of the caduceus, okay? Which I wrote down what caduceus meant. Because ka, do, okay, when you say ka, you're saying spirit, and do, okay, it's saying dual, all right, meaning 2 spirits or 2 forces, negative and positive. Listen, and due or deo was also saying God. So you have 2 guys. In my book, Out of the Darkness, I broke down, listen to what I called my book, Out of the Darkness. I broke down Eli, 2 guys. Eli, lama sabachthani. All right, which means my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Okay, the reason why you know that's a code or a hidden code that needed to be cracked is because God did not forsake Jesus in the story. That didn't match. Because he literally prayed and said, yo, what did he do? He prayed the Father and said, if it's in your will, let this cup pass me by. Only if it's in your will, let this cup pass me by. Right? Because he was what? He was sorrowful. You notice everybody say ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Okay, what's the opposite of that, of the antonym? If ignorance is bliss, okay, then that means intelligence is sorrow. And remember that this being, Jesus, okay, had access super high degrees of intelligence at a very young age. Sounds very familiar to me, okay, because that's what the adepts do. Remember I told you what adepts do. Adepts do just exactly what the word is saying. We add depth, okay? We're not saying we created the information. We're not saying we created the story, but we will add depth to the story or be able to dig up, which is why I say in the Black History song or the F Black History song, I say, here I come with the shovel, okay? We will be able to dig things up and show you what was hidden or was locked away. You understand? So this person was experiencing the opposite of bliss because he wasn't ignorant. All right? He had said what to them? Spirit is willing, flesh is weak. Keep watch, stay up, even when you feel that you need to go to sleep. He said, stay woke. The first motherfucker said, stay woke, was nigga Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He said, stay awake, stay woke, and keep watch with me, right? And they didn't stay awake, but they fell into the temple of Shaitan. And what did I explain to you? Who explained to you what the temple of Shaitan was? It's the word temptation. Listen, temp is the temple, body of Tayshan. Tayshan, just flip it around, Shaitan. Temptation. Fall not into temptation. Don't fall into the temple of Shaitan. Who's the temple of Shaitan? The temple of Shaitan is the one who has the carnal mind. Remember, it was written that the carnal mind can't please God. Okay. Well, then if we're dealing with Baphomet, okay, who has the bottom parts or the hind quarters, listen, of the Satyr, all right, which is Set or. Set or. Set. Who is Set? Go look up who Set is, the god of chaos. Go look up who Set is, the god of confusion. Go look up who Set is, the god of disorder. I've heard about a man who caused confusion and disorder and blinded people and caused for people to be led astray. Book of Isaiah. It's just the man who did cause the world to shake. Listen, it's a man that they're speaking about, okay? Meaning an arm, leg, arm, head, humanoid being. But he appears as a goat, all right? He appears as Azazel. He appears as Samael, the poison one, who comes around and poisons the same way a snake goes around and poisons. If Baphomet, which is literally speaking about the body, if you go look up Baphomet, if you read my book, Out of the Darkness, you'll get that, okay, had the hindquarters of the Satyr. What is Or? Or is light, and Set is the red one. Go look it up. And if Set is the red one, or the Dashir one, or the desert one, or the deserted one, and they have the Or right there, then that Satyr was saying red light or amber light. Interestingly enough, the root chakra is what? Amber light. And it's the demi-urge world. All of this is code breaking. We just really recapping. You understand? Or we ain't even recapping. We telling the truth. We taking the cap off. You with me? Because when you look into it, if you have Baphomet with that root chakra color on the bottom to represent a whole world, then guess what that means? That means that that's the demi-urge world. The demi-urge world. And I told you, it's right there in the words. Demi, semi. All right? Half. Urge. Half of your body that operates off of the urges. So when you look at the Baphomet emblem, the half of the body that's animalistic, okay, not godly, animalistic, or going off of the reptilian brain is something that you actually have in your body as human beings, a reptilian brain. That half of yourself is in a world of darkness, going off of impulses, all right, or urges, okay? And there was a demi-urge story of a being called the One. Listen, the One, which becomes the story, the Matrix. Watch this. Isn't it interesting that the lady who was claiming to have written the Matrix or composed the Matrix or put it together or introduced the concept, which she actually didn't. It's an ancient concept, a Greek concept, as a matter of fact. That whole Matrix story, Morpheus, all of that is actually old stories put together into one. But the One, okay, all right, had a tied to a being called Sophia. And this lady's name was Sophia Stewart. And I remember listening to Sophia Stewart, and I said, wait a minute, she ain't saying nothing. And I was the only person, that was like blasphemy, because everybody was worshiping her. And I said, wait a minute, she ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing that people ain't already said. I said, actually, matter of fact, I just sat here and listened to this lady talk for 30 minutes, and I've learned absolutely nothing. You understand? Everything that she was saying was like lower level or lower degrees or demi-urge degrees, which makes sense, because Sophia was the one that the One kicked out of heaven. He cast her out, and she literally fell into the lower world, and that world became known as the demi-urge world. What is Sophia? Sophia, according to the Atbash cipher, is the word Baphomet. All right? If you're listening now and you need to know what that is and you want to read up on it, you can either do your own studies or research, or you can go in and get the book. Right there, you see Play the Change, send a donation, send an email. Actually, send your donation and your email. All right, and I'll give you the 10 books. Out of the 10 books, the book we're speaking about right now is Out of the Darkness. Okay, you'll find the whole breakdown of how I use the Atbash cipher to show you Sophia is Baphomet. So what about this? Yeah, Atbash, Atbash, okay, and the word cipher, which is Cipher, right? So, because I know in hip hop we spell the shit with a Y, There's a lot of, we finesse the word. But at-bat cipher, okay, which is to say, the first shall be last, last shall be first. I'll crack that code for you because they set up the alphabet where you use the first letter as the last letter and the last letter as the first letter, and every letter in between is swapped out or reversed. And that's how you can find what's being hidden when they speak on certain things, okay? So, Sophia Baphomet, steward. What is a steward? A steward is somebody who safeguards something or keeps something hidden or protected. Go look at what I'm telling you. Because what were the odds of her introducing herself or being Sophia's steward? Same way I asked, what is the odds of any of these people being named, any of the things that they've been named? There are no odds. All of this is coded. Remember, when we're speaking about code, we speak about language, we speak about script. That's computer science. And if you're going to speak about this world being assimilation, okay, well, then you better have some assimilation. You better have some knowledge. Okay, you better have some things put together for you to figure out so you can crack the code. And that's what the Matrix is all about, correct? Cracking the code, hacking, and realizing about the binary, which still takes you back around to the caduceus. Because binary is saying two lights, nuri, nori, all right, N-U-R, nori, all right? And bi means two. And that's why I tell you, you better become, if you're saying you want to be conscious, well, then you better become neuroscientist. You better start researching neuroscience. You better learn about the brain. You better become acclimated with your nervous system. Because when you're saying neuroscience, okay, that means to know the light. To know the light. Neuro, listen, neuro, nor is Arabic for light. Nor, all right? Nor science. And science means to know. So when you're saying you know the light, okay, and Cat Williams came out and confirmed what I've been saying, what Malachi York been saying, the truth is the light. All right? And what did I open up the 9th Hour album with? Before the album plays, it says what? You are now listening to the true light. Okay? The truth is the light. So the truth is the light. Well, then in order for you to activate your crown, okay, you literally have to become familiar with your brain because you won't know which parts of your brain to target. And when you're taking in them deep breaths, you don't know where to send the oxygen to. And if you've been speaking about attention and energy and where attention goes, energy flows and all this stuff for all this long, did you not know that you can send it to literal points in your body when you take these deep breaths? All this has been broken down. So, Sophia Stewart, I did not see her as one of the light beings. You understand? What I felt was happening was that they were using this clause or this tactic of black woman to make people think that she was. And that's what, it didn't make sense to me. And then when she told people, don't watch the 4th movie, don't watch the 4th Matrix, that was even more confusing because I watched the 4th Matrix before she said that. And everything that was happening in that 4th Matrix movie literally was confirming all of the older movies and showing people what it was all about. It was like rounding it all up to show you what everything was about. Why would she tell people not to watch that? You understand? When it literally showed what happened with the lockdown, with COVID and all of that, and who was the targets, which was the ones who had their crown activated, and the fact that this world is a video game. And that's why I came around and did the teaching and said, life is a video game. Life is a video game. This is all a game. And showed you that if you don't break past that game and beat that level, all right, of the devil, okay, then you'll be trapped in that video, up under that video. And I explained that VI, okay, is 6. Roman numeral VI is 6. The first letters of video, okay? VI is 6, and the word Deo means God. So you were literally falling up under the 6th God. Okay, if you're still playing up under their video game and you haven't beat their levels. And you have to become one of the add-ups to be able to add depth, to be able to see that beneath you is a whole world. But you have to come up here where we at. You listening? And if you don't know what the devil means opposition. Come on, speed up. If you still think we talking about the devil as some cartoon character, you ain't been walking with us long enough. Speed up. The devil means opposition. You got oppositions any day, every day. You could have an opposition in traffic because they can cut you off fast enough. You understand? That was the devil. But you've been made to think that the devil means somebody with a pitchfork. You've been made to think that the devil means somebody with red skin. That's never what we said. Keep up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that those colors had to be used to introduce that this person was operating as an op to you. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. You got to make sure. That's what you're supposed to do. So the devil now, listen, it's not coming from some mystical standpoint. All of it is out here on the cards are on the table. So if Sophia Stewart was not one of the ones, again, I've encountered Sophia Stewart. So I put this in my book. I didn't understand. She couldn't see. She didn't see me. You all right? Now, a lot of people say, oh, just because somebody see you, don't mean. Listen, you can say what you want to say. She didn't see me. And you got to be able to see me. You got to. If you can't see me, I don't know how you can claim that you're one of us. If you can't see me. My light shines bright. All right? That means you were cloaked. You with me? So Sophia Stewart is doing the same thing that these people have been taught to do in the Masonic orders. Okay? And it's not saying her. You got to get past the person. I'm telling you why she's named that. Same reason why I said it's not 19 keys. You got to get past the person. I'm telling you why his name is Jabril Muhammad. Because Jabril came to Muhammad to give Muhammad the 19 keys.
It was a hidden key. The whole Quran, whole purpose was to hide the key. And that key was 19, from 1 to 9, which means from negative to positive. Literally. You understand? Something that was speaking about revelation. And we just came on here and read from the Quran where you had to learn about what? Concealing versus revealing. And they said it's time to reveal. It's about revealing. You with me? So I tell you, when these motherfuckers trying to say we ain't supposed to teach the secrets, okay, listen to that. He don't know what's going on. He don't know where he at. Y'all remember the Wood movie? You know where the fuck you at. He don't know where he at. It's too much of the jargon going on. You have to actually know where you at, though. You got to know what time we're in. This is the sun cycle. Everything has to be revealed. So revelation is all about revealing. So if you're revealing, you can't be scamming. You can't be scamming. Do y'all get what I'm telling you? Everybody been using this woke scam shit lately. Don't even know what the shit means. And I had to come on here and clear it up. Say, do you know why? What scam means? Scam. I told you it's 3 words in one. Scam, scheme, skim. You with me? They've been skimming, they've been scheming, and they've been scamming. They've been hiding things and putting things in the dark, concealing it. Hey loud, the crescent moon. All right? You notice the X that's above that woke scam, the woke scam picture? Do y'all know how old this picture is? This shit old, damn near 2 years old. You understand? Because I've been speaking on this shit since 2022. I've been made the woke scam image. I'm bringing this back around. It's new to a lot of y'all. And some of y'all know this ain't a new image. Right? So niggas just snap it and say, okay, this is new. It ain't new. But do you realize the X? And have you been paying?
Yeah, I know. I gotta get another phone, y'all. I'm gonna get another phone. Hey, I'm gonna be a scam. Let me let you know something. I'm gonna be a scam. Yeah, I'm gonna be a scam. I'm gonna be a scam. See, I want to be a scam in person too, cause I ain't Victor. So I want to be a scam in person too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a scam. You can keep popping, but I'm not Victor, bro. And you know that. You know that. You know that, little bro. And for the record, Dr. Malachi York did not like you, bro. Even when you was a child. He never liked you. He ain't fuck with you. And I think that fuck with you. That the same reason why you ain't want to go to the school. You ain't want to go to Sunday school. Cause Pop was telling everybody, don't be like you. Pop didn't fuck with you. He used to stare at you because he could see who you was, nigga. And that fuck with your soul. That damages you. So I'm not your bone. You got a bone to pick with the master, you got a bone to pick with him. But he used to tell niggas, don't be like him. Don't be like this one. That's when it wasn't, he didn't say don't be like Lifeway. He said don't be like Manessa. You remember them days? You remember them days? Huey, you a hater. Now address what I said. You remember them days? Where Pop was like, don't be like Manessa? Who is Manessa Ware? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Manessa. Stop it. Boy, your name Manessa, boy. This guy's a gangster. His real name's Manessa. And Manessa is a real bit Vanessa. Come on, dog. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go. I'm not Vic, little boy. I'm not Vic. Fuck you talking about? I'm not Vic. I ain't none of them other niggas. Hey, you talking about? Your name Manessa, nigga. Manessa Ware at that. Like Manessa Ware. That's your whole name, nigga. Manessa Ware, nigga. I could build a file on you, boy. Relax. I could build a file on you. I got enough people say they ain't never received their herbs, nigga. How the fuck you come up then? Come on, dog. I could build a file on you, Beyond 5D, Opmos, anybody I want to, nigga. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but a little effort. Relax. You relax. Beyond 5D saw me in person and turn his whole body to a bushel, nigga. He turned and faced a bush. Me and my niggas was out there, he faced a bush. He ain't do shit. What you talking about? I ain't do nothing, nigga. I ain't running to no damn dogs. You know dogs come to us. The fuck? That nigga seen me and faced the bush. I'm like, he must not, can't nobody want no smoke looking at trees and leaves and shit. He a nature boy. You didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing, bro. And you got on your knees when you seen me, nigga. Talking about how many followers you got now, good dad? Wasn't nothing to confront. First thing you said when you seen me was, I shook. Roll back, good dad. That don't sound like him, y'all. Roll back, good dad. How many followers you got now, man? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I respect what you're doing, bro. But I can't view your lives. I think you got me blocked, good dad. So when I said that, I think that makes sense, don't it? Because he on a burner page. I think that might have added up because he can't come through here on LifeWave, I am, whatever the fuck his original shit is. He got to come on the burner shit. So that might be adding up that this nigga said I had him blocked. But why I had your weird ass blocked? Why I had you blocked with your weird ass? Why I had you blocked, sir? And, hey, for all the people who in here who be fucking with LifeWave, don't be drinking none of his shit. Don't be drinking his potions. All right? Don't be drinking none of that herb shit. Let me tell you what evil, wicked, freak of nature, body-ass niggas do. They put blood in their potions. Stay away from these weird devils. Stay away from these weird demons. And we heard about the jail already. You understand? We already know who and what that is. Okay? Like I said, nigga, I could build a file on you. It takes me 3 seconds. Y'all who be around him, don't order his shit. Listen, any fluid, don't drink it. Don't drink it. Don't eat his food. Don't do none of that. These folk got their hands in some real dirty shit and it's fucking their soul up. It's fucking his soul up. He got to respond. When you see me on a LifeWave Live on a backup page, they got to respond. Remember I told you, we ain't calling them out. We calling them forth. Y'all don't eat or drink anything that he offer you. Anything, especially you females. Don't eat or drink anything this nigga offer you. You understand? He's still mentioning the Beyond 5D. He's stuck in time. He ain't went nowhere since the summer of 2022 when they gave you the opportunity to come correct. But let me put this on record again. Pops do not fuck with you. He never fucked with you since you was a child. And it fucks with you. And you a pillow talking ass nigga. So you run your mouth and say shit to sisters. You know what I mean? You don't even realize that people who you be talking to, that shit can come to me. You don't even know what you be saying, who you be saying shit to, because you a loose tongue ass nigga. It's always the loose tongue ass niggas. It's always the I can't decide whether or not I'm light skinned or dark skinned, so I'm trying to fuck up everybody life ass niggas. It's always y'all. You feel what I'm saying? It's always the niggas with copper spirals around it. We see you, Dajjal. Your whole description, nigga, is already recorded. We see you. But you might want to calm your lanky body ass down, nigga, like you don't throw events with shit that's attached to my folks, to my peoples. You might want to calm your lanky body ass down. Because when I popped up, you ain't do none of that popping. I gave niggas the opportunity to pop off. They ain't do none of that shit. Relax. Relax. Stole my lesson about the yellow brick road, nigga, that's a Moorish concept. The Moors taught that. And they was here before both of us. Silly goose. I'm a Moorish Science Temple graduate. We got that from them. Islam Moors, and excuse me for all the disrespect that the noble just received. Excuse me about that. For all the nobles who done put in the work to understand about tax identification numbers that this nigga put in, he wouldn't be able to teach all that. He don't know what he's talking about. So my apologies on behalf of this idiot. You sound like niggas talking about I stole Nibiru from them. Y'all have this delusion complex that only the Most High can heal. You can't come to me for that. I don't do that type of healing. I don't do that type of healing. Nah, it ain't no giving them their energy. Remember, he's been summoned. Hey, your number been called, Lifeway. That's why you in here. Your number been called. Everybody on you. Anybody who walking with Pop for real, we already in the, listen, it's all, everybody that's on this poster done got they just do in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's already started. It's already started. Hey, bro, listen, like I said, y'all niggas will post where y'all at. You ain't gonna never say, listen, hey, keep your head on the swivel, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Keep your head on the swivel, because the Most High is swift in account. And I'll be at home. I don't know shit. I don't know nothing about why you stepped outside, slipped on a potato peel, and fell down the steps. That had nothing to do with me. I wasn't there. I don't know nothing. All I know is when I first had a conversation with Lifeway, bros immediately don't even know what he's saying. Diarrhea of the mouth. It's called the opening of the mouth. All right, there was actually a ceremony, okay, that we used to do, or people used to do back in ancient Egypt. Listen to what I'm saying. Right? Opening of the mouth ceremony. As soon as I met this man, he started coming out and speaking against Waukee. As soon as I met him, he's saying all kind of backward shit about who was supposed to be the clan mother of a nation and organization he was claiming he was a part of. Next thing you know, he posting with Waukee smiling in her face. That's a gin. That's a gin. Anybody who can have an issue with you behind your face, okay, especially as somebody who he believed to be appointed by Malachi York himself, all right, and then go around them and smile in their face, that's a jinn. That's a devil. You understand? Or a kafaroon. So just like Pops told him back when he was a little boy, notice he ain't debate that or negate that, right? Just like Pops told Manessa, who was calling himself Hayat Matwal or Lifewave, he told people, don't be like him, and I'm going to echo that. I see what you was talking about, Pops. I can see why you stared at this little nigga. I could see why you looked into his soul and he was uncomfortable, and why he cheered when you got locked up because he didn't want to go to the Sunday school. I could see that now, Pops. It's all clear to me. And I could see why you wanted me to go around them, because I'm like, I don't fuck with them Sabians. And you were like, go anyway. And I went to the woke back. Niggas ain't never seen me at a woke back, kick back, lean back, rock with it, none of that. But I showed up that day, and you don't know why I was there. And everybody got to talking, and everybody got to revealing, and you don't know why I was there. You don't know why I was at the mansion party, okay? And anybody ever heard about mansion parties? Okay, Lifeway threw a mansion party for Dr. Malachi's York birthday, and the whole event was just about folks linking up and having sex. That's what the event was about. It had nothing to do with Pops. Niggas wasn't playing his music. Niggas wasn't talking about him. Niggas was sitting around kicking, chilling, relaxing, trying to hook up. The elders reached out to me and they said, yo, why nobody showed up? Why did nobody come? I said it was all that Lifeway shit. And they didn't even know that was going on. But what the elders say, they say he gonna have to stand down. This was coming from the elder herself. Say he gonna have to stand down. Next thing you know, niggas stood down. Cause where y'all niggas been? Nowhere. You had to come in here to be a part of the conversation. You've been summoned though. Everybody. Pop said everybody. All of you. All of y'all weirdos. And see how they all flock together. They need each other. Amberlight is like this, it's real magnetic. They can't function alone. They the miserable ones who need company. You understand what I'm explaining, y'all? Your number been called, nigga. Walk downstairs carefully. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Wear a seatbelt. Your number been called. What are you talking about? And like I said, Allah is swift in account. The Most High moves swiftly. I don't have nothing to do with nothing. But we know about it. Everything been revealed. And the reason why we tried avoiding you because you was aggravated. Yeah, Emerald Light will aggravate the fuck out of Amber Light nigga every time. I know that. I know that. Y'all wanted to avoid me because I was reminding people of why the fuck we was there. Of course you're going to want to remind the motherfucker who said, hey, look, didn't we have homework? Yeah, you want to avoid that nigga. He the annoying nigga. Hey, didn't we have a test we supposed to be studying for? Yeah, that's annoying when you want to have fun and you trying to skip. Hey, what y'all niggas doing, bro? We supposed to be in class. Man, get the fuck on, man. You know what the fuck. Come on, nigga.
Damn, man, this nigga aggravated as hell, trying to hold us accountable of what the fuck we supposed. Hey, who gave y'all permission to open up that store? And why you didn't open it up in the name of All Eyes on Egypt? And how much of the money that y'all been selling them books for has gone to the family? Let me ask Uma. Let me ask anybody who really would know. Who gave y'all permission to open that store and sell his books? And why you didn't call it All Eyes on Egypt? Why is it not registered as one of our stores? Why y'all been selling his books? And if you come in the name of Pops, why all you doing is just selling herbs and battling Dr. Sabi kids and shit, nigga? We don't sell actual fast books. That's for display. We sell herbs. Nothing to do with what Pop got going on. Nothing to do with it. So if you sell herbs, first of all, nigga, do I need to walk in there and take them actual facts books off display? Because I need to figure out how you can legally hold them. How can you legally hold them books when I know who own them books? How can you legally hold them? Get them books about your store then, nigga. Because I can promise you one thing. Pops wouldn't have no niggas running around beefing with vegetarian niggas and vegans and shit. Screaming, talking about some what you gonna do when anybody got smoke with you. For Victor. Victor, bro. You know Victor don't want no smoke with nobody. Nigga be trying to be bullies. You know Vic ain't want no smoke with nobody. He wasn't trying to get into no bullshit. All he trying to do is keep his father legacy alive. That's all he want to do. You want to siphon from his father legacy, and you want to siphon from Baba legacy, nigga. You don't have one of your own. You don't have one of your own. Everybody in here, don't be like Manessa. Don't be like Lifewave, call himself Lifewave. Don't be like Manessa, that's his name. Don't be like him. He's a finesser. Manessa the finesser. Don't be like him. And you owe like 7 of the sisters who fuck with me. You owe them herbs, nigga, packages they never seen a day in their life. Manessa the finesser. The blend master. Walk around telling niggas, stop putting up my information. The information on herbs, bro, that we can Google, don't even got to be an herbalist to learn about. You understand? No, my dreads have been pulled out because I didn't listen to my mama then who told me, hey, when you go to rest, put some covering on your head. Yeah, so I fucked that up my damn self. But if I did need to go get some oil, I appreciate that. I would not go to Manessa the Finessa for it because I'll never get it. I'll never get it. And here's how you out of the loop. We don't eat meat. See, everything you saying is just backfiring. We don't eat meat. You ain't been nowhere, have you? Where you been at? What, you been fucking off with Kim? Where you been at? Because how you going to tell me Kim a vegetarian? I ain't even going to go there. I ain't even going to go there. You worry about my temple. Worry about your bad body ass wife temple, nigga. And I can't even call her your wife because you fuck around on her every 3 days. Worry about her. Manessa the Finessa. Manessa the Finessa. Don't be like him. Don't be like him. You see this guy? You see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee. That's him. Manessa, you see that guy? Number one bullshit guy. I promise. I wouldn't tell you no lie. And Beyond 5D snatched your date. No, he snatched Atmo's date, which was weird. Atmos was trying to fuck with her. But next thing I know, Atmos and Beyond 5D clicked up trauma bonding because they thought I was trying to fuck with her. What do you mean snatch my date? Nigga, okay, I know he can't do it, so he's not capable. He's Dajjal. So let's try it. Lightweight, yes or no? Let's play. Yes or no? Did I not come to you and tell you that I wanted to express business with Nikki? Did I not come to you when you were sitting up there with Bad Body Kim in that room up there upstairs in the little mansion? Did I not come up there and say, hey, look, I want to run some business by you when it come to Nikki? Yes or no? Stand on business. Yes or no? Yes or no? Just see if you can stand on truth. Yes or no? Did I not come up there and talk to you about the chick who came with you out of respect, the way we supposed to, about the business before I even started moving forward with it? I said, I want to talk to you about it. And did you not say, yeah, Dad, that's a good idea, man. I didn't even think about that. Next thing I know, you trying to run with her with her little Reiki bowls and shit, trying to promote her like she fucking with you. Y'all niggas weirdos. But did I not run that shit by you? Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 da. What? Jen got your tongue? Come on now. Don't be like him. Number one bullshit guy. He took my date. We wasn't fucking around. All that shit was business. And I ran the business by this linky body ass nigga. Phone died. Number one bullshit guy. Phone died when it's time for him to stand on truth. Number one bullshit guy. Okay, let's try it again. All right? And listen, I would pull him up here, but he ain't gonna be able to, they can't do it. They can't speak and then speak. They don't know how to do it. So I'm dealing with them, you know what I'm saying, in the crowd. Hey, Manessa, did I not come to you? And now look, if you can stand on truth, you can stand on truth. I'm going to respect it in front of everybody. Did I not come to you and say, hey, look, I want to talk to you about some business when it comes to Nikki? I came to you, was sitting up there with Kim. Did I not come to you and say, let me talk to you, bro? I want to talk to you about some business with Nikki. I want to run some business because Nikki came with you out of respect. I want to bring this business to you. Did I not do that? Yes or no? Tua or nuts? What's or? Shield or what? Tua, I will nut. All I'm asking you is yes or no, family. Yes or no? Did I come to you and bring you business with Nikki? Put it on record, because Otmo's wiki body ass ain't going to do it. He ain't going to say yes or no. He can't do it. Listen, the willing tongue going to speak truth. They can feel how they want to feel about me. I'm going to stand on truth. You can say whatever. I'm cool with everything. Like I said, if a nigga want to expose me, just make sure you spell my name out. Come motherfuckers are scared. They won't do it. You know what I mean? Listen, all I'm asking you is, did I come to you, Manessa? All right? Did I come to you and be like, yo, I want to talk to you about some business with Nikki? That's all we want to know. Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm not bringing him in because it's going to erupt into chaos. I'm managing it. I know what I'm doing. Yes or no? I'm not calling you Lifeway. Your mama named you Manessa. I'm going to call you Manessa. Manessa the Finesse. That's it. A letter to Manessa. They'll be like, Manessa? You never get called Lifeway again, nigga. Manessa, that's his name. Manessa the Finesse. So, Manessa, did I not come to you? Listen, look how long. It's a yes or no. It's the shortest words in English. Yes or no, nigga. Did I not come to you and be like, I want to talk to you about some business with Nikki? Because you said it's my date. That's weird as fuck. Because I came straight to you and told you the whole plot. Yes or no? Yes or no? Wi-Fi went out. I'm telling you. You see this guy? You see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. Omari Hart. Listen, guess how you know that? His name Omari. They didn't know your name was Manessa, nigga. You look at my page, my shit say Omari. They didn't know you was Manessa. That you gonna have to deal with that now. Manessa. I got my name in my songs. You could call me Omari, bro. It don't matter. We already carried it out. The reason why you know the tone is because they said it's okay. And that was right around the time when them folks said, hey, if you want a verified badge, pay us $15 and give us your government. And they was like, this is some bullshit. I said, yeah, this is some bullshit. Omari Hargrove. They said, what you just say, Faise? I said, I ain't say nothing. You know what I mean? They said, Faise, let me hold $15. Oh, I just spent it on. I don't got it. I don't even got it. I don't got it right now. Give me a little bit. You know what I mean? Hey, real quick, Manessa, did I come to you and be like, yo, I want to run some business by you about Nikki? I would tell you pull up on me, but you may You may not have got your license reinstated. You went to jail for that, remember? How would I forget? Yeah. You forget I told everybody that. That's how, you know how you know? I told you. That's the difference. See, my name is Omari Hargrove. Yeah, I said my whole government, Omari Shaman Hargrove. You know what I mean? You listen, we could play deeper titles. Omari Shaman Hargrove L to you. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can keep playing that. But yeah, you never told me. No, I did tell you. I told everybody. Anybody who knows, say, nigga, I'm not driving. I ain't got my shit reinstated. So no, I ain't gonna pull up. But I can lean out the side of the passenger's door, nigga, and act like I'm pulling up. I can sit on the little window thing. You know what I mean? I can make myself big in the passenger seat, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, I put it in my damn, what I say? Driving with no motherfucking license, hypothetically. I said that in the Target song. Nigga said, I know. He must not have got, you did, what? Nigga think they smart. I'm going to expose him. By my music and what I told you, driving with no motherfucking, but look, real quick. Check this out. I got a question for you. Hey, Manessa, did I ever come to you, because look, remember the whole situation was about Nikki and y'all said I was trying to fuck with her, and Beyond 5D came and took her. Then you got to explain how Atmos got involved, because they don't have shit to do with Atmos. But somehow Atmos done came around and told me he was trying to fuck with the girl. That don't have nothing to do with me. So real quick, lightweight, just for the truth. I remember elders watching. Remember the Natharu are looking. Remember everything being recorded. We just want to see, can you stand on truth and clear up the confusion as to why I called out certain people to be deceivers, all right, and why I told people I brought them the truth. I just want to make sure it's clear. Have I ever come to you, did I, in 2022, come to you and speak to you about Nikki and said, and I'm interested, a girl named Nikki L, and that's Nikki Lopez in my mind, because Nikki Lopez was a motherfucker who joined forces with Jacob York to bring this whole shit against Pops. So interestingly enough, you brought the girl named Nikki L. I'm not confused about that, but let's just deal with it. Did I ever come to you and be like, yo, I want to run some business by you about Nikki? That's all I want to know. Yes or no? Of course, nigga, we know it's not the same Nikki. It's this called decoding. Come on, speed up. You gotta stop. You gotta speed up. All right, I'm asking you a question about the Nikki we know about, light-skinned Nikki. All right, did I come to you about business with Nikki? Yes or no? It take longer to type all this other bullshit you saying, bro. Like, just yes or no. Because you could have, you could have lied by now. But like, damn, you feel like you that much in trouble, you can't even address it? Yes or no? Did I come to you when you were sitting up there with Kim in on the top floor of the mansion? Did I walk up there to you and be like, yo, I sat down near the wall by the door and said, I want to talk to you about some business when it comes to Nikki, because that's one of your goddesses, that's one of your sisters. Did I not come to you about that? Yes or no? It doesn't take long to type. I'm a prolific writer, I'll have you know. Okay, Manessa. I don't think you could be named Manessa and not be no. Okay, listen. Y'all, this is the jail. He lied. But this ain't the first time, because I was like, yo, who was the one who was standing out there on the porch and showed y'all motherfuckers the crafts when y'all was saying y'all wanted to see the crafts? And what does nigga say? Not you. So it took you 30 hours to say no, bro. Come on, dog. You're lying. You know you lying. So how the hell I know you was up there with Kim then? And how I know your baby mama name? Is her name on her page? Or do it say vegan mama somebody? Tell the truth, bro. Them niggas and females around you do not really be vegans, and it shows. It really do show. They really do not be vegans. Yeah, okay, because you told me Kim's name. All right, boom. Damn, you trust a nigga who used technology to get his followers, and you start letting me in on your personal life? That's weird to me. You also wanted me to meet Dwight Howard. Yes or no? Did you tell me yes or no? You said no. Okay, that's the survey said. Okay, yeah, this should say Mother Vegan Good. Mother Vegan Good. That ain't her name, though. Her name Kim. You know what I mean? Interestingly enough, look at all these names. We got Nikki, like Nikki Lopez, who sided with Jacob York. We got Kim, like Lil' Kim, who Jacob York wanted to put money behind. Damn, Manessa, this shit ain't looking good. Okay, check this out. Yo, I'm not vegan. No, hell no. I just stopped eating meat January 1st. We did it together. A lot of people did it with me. All right. So I mean, welcome to the conversation. But it's interesting how you said I was too slow. 'Cause I was eating meat back then, but you had niggas around you who were fucking burgers up. You know what I'm saying? And behind the scene, but they weren't telling niggas they really was still eating meat. But you weren't telling them niggas they were too slow to be around you. Them your right hand men. And them niggas were eating meat. Fuck you talking about? Fucking them burgers up and smoking weed. You know what I mean? And I want a nigga to try to deny it. Because what's so interesting is the Mrs. Faise, who folk don't really know about, was around to see a lot of this shit too. She was around to see a lot of that shit. 135. Y'all listening? You see that 135 sitting up there? Yeah, well, niggas around you. He said, say that again. Hey, them phones have been fucking up too. Y'all been realizing that? Not only just our phones, but like the social media sites, all that shit been fucking up lately. You know what I mean? But like I said in the Letter to Sexy Red song, them solar flares, they about to rip. You know what I'm saying? They starting to rip. Okay? And then boom, the shit started. ATT, all this shit, everybody getting hit. Outages, power outages, all kind of shit. Y'all niggas might want to sober up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was like, yeah, you got to meet Dwight Howard. And then it went from that to, you know what I mean? Niggas didn't want to tell me they were going to meet Dwight Howard. But get what wound up happening? Dwight Howard found me. His ass came and found me. He was led to me anyway. You feel what I'm saying? So nigga ain't had nothing to do with that. I can ask a man a million questions. He gonna deny all of it, y'all. He gonna deny all of it. He gonna deny when I came to the building them 2 times, how it didn't go down like Wade. What? Why it didn't go down? Oh, cause niggas came correct, for one. And for two, really the main reason cause of the environment and them elders. Other than that, niggas came correct. It wasn't no bullshit. Nobody didn't get on no bullshit except Atmos at that pool party. But he did that because he had many niggas with him. And I was by myself. That was the only reason why Atmos got on bullshit. Because I talked to his whole family. They're like, bro, the nigga is not like that. He ain't like none of that. If you had a problem with me, you would have did something. You're not a problem. Why would you flatter yourself like that? You not no problem. But this ain't your shit. The fuck? Bro, listen, we were told don't be like you, nigga. Don't be like him. Number one bullshit guy, bro. You don't run shit. You don't run shit. This what I'm telling y'all. These be the motherfuckers who in the community, though. And they all weirdos. They weird. They weird as fuck, bro. Don't nobody fuck with Lightwave, bro. Or Manessa. Nobody fuck with them. Don't be like that, man. You didn't have your gun on you at the pool, so you started yelling, snitching. See, he don't know what he talking about. Because Atmos were like, we can get the guns involved in everything. And I said to Atmos, oh, word. Okay, I got my shit on me right now. What we talking about? His big brother intervened. Atmos couldn't do shit. Sal York intervened. Come on, dog. Sal York, Solomon got involved. And was like, what? Cause I said, hold on, I got that. I said, I'm going to make one phone call. We in Mechanicsville. I said, let me make one phone call. I said, all right, stay right there. And then Sal jumped up with like, what that pole to me? I said, you know what that pole to me. I stopped the shit from happening. And if anybody was there, and it might not have been a lot of y'all, because I remember when I went live, it was only like 20 people that got on the live. Right? And I was like, bro, this shit almost just went down at the pool party. It was July 4th. I said, man, this shit almost just went down. And I was like shaking my head, stressing, because I'm like, bro, I really wanted to like, you know what I'm saying, show a nigga what this shit made of for real, but niggas is supposed to be family. And I'm getting inclination just to go ahead and let it go. And that shit will fuck with you. That's why I tell y'all, like, it's real easy to stray off of what you say you standing on when you get tried, especially as a man. I tell niggas put the guns down. Then nigga Atmos gonna come out of their mouth and say we can get the guns involved in everything, and you don't have yours on you. Like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the only reason why that shit didn't go down is because that Pop's son, for one. All right, I guess there's another reason. They said go ahead, just let it go. So I let it go. But nigga, that phone call was made. What you talking about? That shit was already on the way. I called that shit off. Them niggas couldn't do shit. And wasn't nothing Sal was going to be able to do either. Nobody was going to be able to do shit. Oh, y'all niggas y'all call yourself endangering me? Okay. Give me 3 seconds. That call was already made. I called it off. You know what I mean? I got witnesses that's not even 50 feet from me that I can call in here. Them niggas like, bro, come on now. It wasn't none of that. All he do is, bro, listen, remember the celebrity wave? You know what I mean? Remember how you was like on your knees in front of Italy Chopper? On your knees in front of every motherfucking body? Remember how you wanted to be associated with every celebrity that you could? Summer Walker, everybody? Well, listen, I call the devils out. You run to be associated with them. We are not the same. We are not the same. I never wanted to be a part of Hollywood. That's you. That's Rel Chosen. That's y'all niggas. Y'all weird like that. Trying to be a part of Hollywood. Remember Brother Polite? He was like, I've been waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time. That's y'all niggas who trying to use this shit. All y'all want is to be famous. That's all. That's all y'all want. Just to be famous. To have the same life these other niggas have. You understand? But you don't want to do it how they do it because y'all chumps. You know what I mean? You can't really get with it like that. And ain't nobody going to fuck with y'all no way because you cornballs. So you just use the conscious community people. You know what I mean? All that Hotep, I Shook, all that shit. You use them. I know my volume low. You don't see that play. Listen, you don't see that play for change right there? It say new phone. Listen, the phone is at its wit's end. I got to get another one. It's just what it is. It happens every now and again. I drop my shit all the time, and I think I dropped it one too many times. And you know what I mean? It worked. It worked for what it worked for. I'm going to get another phone. I get on live with you. All you do is tell. Facts. All I do is tell. No, that wasn't no typo. All you do is tell. No, that's a fact. I do tell. You know what I mean? I can give you one better. I heads up. I give folks a heads up. I fuck with DC. I don't got no problem with DC. I met DC when I was young. I fuck with DC. I got no problem with bro. He a conscious ass nigga too. Don't let him fool you. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, he called it that, but that shit. Yeah, it came out exactly. A demon, bro. Your name Manessa, bro. That sound like a demon name. Manessa. It sounds like Mortal Kombat shit, nigga. Manessa. So can y'all go live and dead it? We don't dead shit like that. That ain't how I move. No. We already, listen, the opportunity was already given. It was already given. He must forget. You know what I mean? Like, literally, there was a time where we went on his live, and I was going to fuck off. But he got on the live and was reading one of the actual facts books. So because he was reading one of the actual facts books, who was there? As soon as he got on the live and started reading that shit, I shut up. Because I'm thinking, okay, you know what I mean? Niggas going through what we going through, but we gonna still, you know what I mean, respect when that spirit move through. Like if somebody come in yelling, pardon the bad, yeah, no, and niggas is arguing, you know what I mean? You gonna neutralize out just out of respect of that spirit being brought up. That's what I thought the nigga was doing. So I shut up as soon as he started reading one of the books. But then he was trying to read one of the books and say that I wasn't one of the Nuwabians or that I wasn't really with us. And, you know what I mean? And that wasn't going to fly. Then I asked him every question I could. I did the same with Atmos. These niggas are not, like, they're not like that in person. You know what I'm saying? In person it's different. Or on the phone, shit was different. You know what I mean? But as soon as I bring this shit around and ask certain questions, niggas lied. What's the point of going live? You know what I mean? I don't mind providing space for a motherfucker to talk, get their shit off. But you, like, I'm gonna ask you a question, and I can't respect you if, regardless of what niggas got going on, you can't tell the truth. You can't tell the truth. You ain't hear niggas say, your license is suspended. Remember? And I was like, no, my shit not. It ain't suspended. You lying. I didn't do that. I said, hell yeah, my shit suspended. I can stand on truth. It's two different lights. Amber Light can't do that. They gonna lie. They can't do that. You know what I mean? Only thing that stop a motherfucker from being Amber Light, you gotta stand on truth. You know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying is true. He ain't been able to say anything that I would deny. Only thing would be is if you say some shit, bro, that never happened. It is like, bro, the imagination on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like that guy. Nothing but one of them bullshit guy. I cannot bring him on the live and let him, like, that can't happen unless a motherfucker could show. I gave the test. Listen, if I ask him the question, yo, did I come to you about Nikki on business? Did I come? I'm going to always repeat myself. Facts. I'm going to repeat myself. Repetition, make sure that your point get there. You know what I'm saying? I came to him and said, yo, in any comments, just let me know, did I come to you about Nikki, about business? If he would have said, yeah, I would have had no problem bringing him up. Because that's how I know at least this nigga going to be able to speak with the will and tongue. But he can't do that. So you're obsolete. Be careful how you walk up and down stairs. He do all that dissing me, and when it's time for me to speak, he can't face it. Bro, I'm not, I'm better than you. I think I'm better than you, bro. I'm better than you. Like, you're under me. You're beneath my feet, bro. I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm faster than you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm wiser than you, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm on a whole nother level. My clothes is better. My shoes is better. You know what I mean? I'm better. I'm better than you, bro. So, no, we ain't doing that. I gave you the opportunity, bro. All you had to do was stand on. Okay, let's try it again then. Let's try it again. Y'all, all right, y'all want him to come up? You know what I mean? Listen. Remember when I told people, hey, the only way to defeat me is use green light. So, y'all remember that? All right, keep that in mind, right? All right, here we go. I'll let you up. You got to answer this question truthfully, though. Did I come to you, okay, and say, yo, I want to talk to you about Nikki when it comes to business with Nikki? I want to do business with Nikki. I want to run it by you. Did I come to you and say that to you, Manessa? All right? You tell the truth, then we can talk. I mean, y'all want him to come up? Hey, let's see if he can answer it truthfully. All right? That's all I want you to do. Answer it truthfully. Did I come to you and say, I want to talk to you about business, about Nikki? Kim was right there in the room. Okay? Y'all had your little child, and I can't remember if it was a boy or girl. I don't remember. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I just don't remember. All right? A child was in there. They were sitting on the bed or something like that. Y'all were going through some, I think, outfits or something. And you were sitting on the bed. Nigga, I came and sat by the wall, by the door. And I said, yo, I want to talk to you about Nikki. I got some business I want to run by you. That's your people. That's your goddess, your girl. You brought it through. I want, out of respect, I want to come to you with it. If you, did that conversation happen, yes or no? Yes or no? Did it happen? I mean, if you're one of us, you can say, yeah. It ain't no, listen, if you're one of us, it'll come out, you'll be able to type it. If you're not, you can't do it. And if you do type it, it's going to raise a question. Why'd you say no? So let's see, this is interesting. This is green light. Live, that's not one of the answer choices. I don't see, yes, no. I don't see live on there. Yes or no. I'm looking at the docket right here. Yes or no. Only response you get in is live. No. Okay, my bad. I don't think I explained it. Okay, so here go the rules. You want to come up, you have to answer this question truthfully. If you told the truth the first time, you wouldn't be saying the only response I'm getting is live. You would have been like, nigga, I already told the truth. The answer is no. But that ain't what you said. You said the only answer I'm getting is live, which is weird to me because I said you can get on live. All you got to do is tell the truth. If you want, listen, you want to defeat Faise, use green light. Speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? So yes or no, did I come to you and say, yo, listen, I want to talk to you about this business when it come to Nikki. Not no, hey, yo, who fought with Nikki? She by herself? Hey, that's you, that's Atmos, that's 5D. I ain't say none of that. I said, yo, listen, you typing all this extra, listen, Manessa. Okay, no, you didn't. Okay, cool. You can't come up. You can't come up. Yo, how much time do it take you? Like, it seems like it's taking you a lot of energy to lie. So it must be, I guess, because you surround yourself by the green light. Because you do that. In the stores, you put the green light there. You know what I mean? You was heard about what? Okay, so listen, why do everybody know the answer to everything except what I'm asking? Heard about what? What was I heard about? I never said that I wanted Nikki. This was never a part of the All right, let's try it again. One more time. One more time for the road. Once more. Because Nikki ain't going to say it. Nikki seen me in person and didn't even come her, am I lying? She didn't even come her ass near me. She seen me in person and she put herself on buffer until I left. How did that look? This was at one of the LifeWave events at the Culture Center in Rockbridge, right? I showed up to one of the events. I had on a black thawb, okay? They got sand outside and everything. Please don't play with me. I had, Mrs. Faise was there. One of the sisters, Betty, wanted to ride to the store to grab some shit. She had sent Nikki to go to the store. She was telling Nikki to go, but she was like trying to figure out why the fuck it was taking Nikki so long to get there. So we wound up riding out. I come back, Nikki out there. She had on a white dress. I got on a black thawb. She had on a white dress. Look at the details. I walk up, mission style. I'm standing there. I walk past her. She didn't come from around the corner of the wall until I was leaving. That when she walked over to join population where Manessa and them was at. You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Okay, so Nikki ain't gonna say the truth for some reason, even though she was the only person who she could have deaded all that. She could have deaded it from the beginning and say, no, he wasn't on none of that. Here go our DMs. Here go the messages. First of all, I was reaching out to him first. I was the motherfucker talking about I shook and all these green hearts and all this other shit. I came to him. I told him I wanted his information. I was paying attention to the information he was bringing to the woke back. I was there for that. You understand? She would never been able to say nothing. All she would have to do was show the messages. She could have ended all of that, but she didn't do that. The same way she didn't end the shit when she realized that Beyond 5D was getting tender dick about her. She didn't end it then, but she knew what was going on because it was one of them times. And they left together. How am I hurt? They were leaving together. And let me tell y'all something else. Y'all, if you know this. I was telling her, hey, look, I want you to take me home. Because for one of them days, I ain't had my car with me. I was hypothetically driving, right? I said, I want you to take me home. She said, okay, I'm going to take you home. I got you. Where you stay? I say, Jonesboro. She said, okay, cool, I got you. But you know I got to take him home first. She never said the nigga name. It's all these niggas at the fucking function. But she never said the nigga name. That's how I'm telling y'all, women be knowing. They be knowing what's going on. They be knowing what they doing. They'll play innocent. They'll play victim. But they be the motherfucker who really got the whole upper hand in the whole shit. She could have cleared it up. But she never cleared it up. She never, what are you talking about? She got tired of driving me around. I only asked this, and this is what he don't get. She didn't drive me no motherfucking where. I asked her, listen, let me finish it. I said, yo, I need you to take me home. I said, can you take me home? She said, yeah, I got you. Where you stay? Jonesboro. She said, that's cool, but you know I got to take him home first. I said, I thought about it. I said, you know what? I said, nah, y'all good. Why did I do that? If I was trying to be on some bullshit, what's utmost immature ass word, cop blocking, if I was trying to be on some bullshit, then why ain't just work my move? I'm way smarter than Beyond 5D. I can finesse the fuck out of a fucking mustard seed. Why would I not push my agenda then? Oh, okay, hell yeah, we could drop him off, and then, you know what I mean? Then I want to take you somewhere. I got to show you something. You feel what I'm saying? Then we could have got in the car, we dropped this linky body ass nigga off, and then we go off and ride into the sunset. Why ain't work my move? Why didn't I work a move if that was the fucking mission? Soon as she said, you know, I got to take him home, quote, quote. No, you got to take him home first. Soon as she said that shit, I said, oh, nah. I said, I literally sat on the stairs and rested on the stairs. All right? I was writing some shit in my notes. I might have been writing some lyrics, something, or a piece of my book. I might have been working on my book. I know I had my notepad. I focused on that. They rolled out. I didn't have nothing to do with that. So that was so weird to me is because, including the day where here's the situation. We sitting down in the living room of the Airbnb, right? Notice the man with truth got details. These motherfuckers is vague as fuck. All they can say is, you're lying. They can't tell you what really happened because then you got to fabricate a whole fucking story. And if it take you 3 hours to say no, you ain't going to manage a whole fucking story, nigga. Right? So we sitting in the Airbnb. We're playing an alphabet game, okay? Every time the letter came up, the letter A, everybody had to say a different plant or vegetable, asparagus, whatever the fuck, right? Niggas naming a whole bunch of A's and B's and C's and D, daffodil, all the E, all the eggplant, and we were playing like that. Then we were playing memory games. Okay, so everybody going around in a circle playing games in a circle. The sister Nikki sitting to the right of me. It's an open space to the left of me, and then there's some other sisters over there all the way to the left, and there's some other niggas sitting over to the right of Nikki. All right, and some other weird people. I didn't know who the other. It's like a couple that was there. They was weird. They was out of place. I don't even know why the fuck everybody who was there wasn't Nuwabi and Asabian to begin with. That was another thing that was weirding me out. Okay, because it's an event that's supposed to be dedicated to Dr. Melakazi York, but you got all these weird ass people who can't even say Rahu back correctly. You understand? So that shit was weirding me out. So we sitting there, we playing the game. I'm chilling. I'm tired as fuck anyway. All right, but we playing the game. Boom. So they looked over at 5D. This nigga sitting over. Remember I told y'all this. This nigga was sitting over at a table by a wall, right? There was a table by the wall that led out to the patio. He's sitting over there to the table. Remember I told y'all I never seen nobody sulk before? This nigga was sulking. I looked at him and said, what is this nigga 5D doing? Google was like, sulking. I said, this nigga sulking. I never seen nobody sulking before. And I was confused because this nigga done already left with her. You know what I mean? He been spending more time. All you're seeing is me sitting next to her. There's nothing stopping you from coming and sitting the same way the first day we was all gathered. All I did was went up and I got up and went, I think got something to drink or something. I come back, this nigga sitting in my seat. Did I make a big deal about it? No. I'm like, that's weird. You literally were just standing there. But he was trying to work his move then. I never jumped in the middle and said, stop working your move. I ain't do no cop blocking move, none of that. As soon as niggas get weird, I don't associate. You understand? So they were like, yo, 5D, you want to play? He was like, no, I'm good. So now, because everybody already talking amongst themselves, they done already made it seem like the nigga who everybody is jealous of any motherfucking way is the problem. You know how that go. Now everybody thinking I done made this nigga 5D go sit over there by himself. Do y'all get what I'm saying? These niggas supposed to be beyond 5D. Do y'all get what that mean? Like, beyond 5D, meaning he beyond the fifth dimension. But he couldn't get past the root chakra. That calls for jealousy. It calls for envy. It calls for that same type of poison that Kabil felt for Habil or Habil. All right? When Halel was able to get to Kabil, who is Kabil? Called Cain. All right? It's in the book The Holy Tablets by Dr. Melakazi York. All right? It was jealousy. And I'm literally seeing this shit like, bro, this nigga over there soaking. So everybody started getting weird with me. What we do? SG Hazel come out, and because everybody talking about extraterrestrials. And people saying they want to see, I'm listening to the whole conversation. We want to talk to them. I wish I could see one, da-da-da. Everybody I got my story, and everybody can hear what I'm saying. This nigga SG Hazel, Slaughter Gang Hazel. Hey, ask yourself this. If I made up what I said about 21 Savage, how the fuck all them Slaughter Gang niggas also fuck with Dr. York, including SG Hazel, who to this day, he sent me beats that he produced with Dr. Melakazi York tones in them because he said, I want you to rap on them. He said, I ain't even going to charge you for them. I want you to rap on them. Go look up SG Hazel, one of Slaughter Gang folks, a producer who done produced for my folks, Slime Like Shawty, all kind of niggas. Right? He said, I got beats for you. He sent me the attributes, the 99 attributes of Allah. He made it into a beat. The shit was hard. You know what I mean? He said, I want you to use these beats. I still got the beats. You got to ask how I get them then if SG Hazel wasn't fucking with me. All right? So SG Hazel sitting in the middle of the circle. He stand up. He got a walkie-talkie. He say, take this walkie-talkie and go to we gonna go out on the patio, and I'm gonna be able to use these tones, and from the walkie-talkie, they're gonna be able to communicate with us through the walkie-talkie. They never said anything about just we want to see them alone. These folk were literally saying they want to communicate with them. So in my mind, I'm like, this nigga just say he gonna use a walkie-talkie to have these Natharu communicate. So everybody start going outside. I say, yo, y'all, come on, man. Y'all want to see him? All right, let's see him. We all go outside. They group together around the table. Look, I think it was an umbrella supposed to be on it, but I think it was taken down. It was leaning on in the corner. They sit. 5D sat down. Nikki was standing up talking to me about the extraterrestrials. What do 5D do? He grabbed Nikki, and Nikki was looking for a seat. And he said, you can sit right here with me. And he grabbed her, not like snatched her, but he put his arm around her waist and sat her on his knee. All this, it's just weird shit that niggas is doing. Because the whole point of us going out there, for one, is to deal with the sighting. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? And she's talking to me. But he's going above and beyond, even after his Sulk episode, to say, this is my girl. He just fucking met her. Do you want to know what the icing on the cake is? The nigga 5D DM'd me before he came down to Atlanta and was like, I just interviewed Rashad Jamal. I just interviewed Lifewave. He said, I see you as one of them. He said, I see you as a very important spiritual influencer. That's what he said. He said, I see you as a very important spiritual influencer. I want to interview you too. All right, I'm like, okay, cool. Let's set it up. Da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. Yo, as soon as he laid eyes on Nikki, all that shit went out the window. All that shit went out the window. He didn't want to interview none of that. That was all gone, right? So I'm like, okay, that's weird, but I'm not even tripping on that, right? So I step over to myself, literally standing off to the right. They over there to the left by whatever that umbrella shit was leaning. And look, they can only say lies, but ask them to, okay, you can type out the whole shit. All right, here go with his, Manessa came in. So they turned, SG Hazel is fucking around with the little radio thing on the walkie-talkie, right? So everybody making noise, talking, laughing, da-da-da-da-da. I step over to myself. I look up. I say, now, I know y'all know I'm not out here by myself, right? But they saying they want to see. I said, if y'all show me, I'm going to show them. That's all I said. I said, if y'all show me, then I'm going to show them, right? Literally about a minute later, there was a craft, a starship, that shot from our vantage point behind the roof. Because mind you, we're on a patio. So there's this roof where you got the overhead, and then, you know what I'm saying, all you can see is the vastness of space. I saw the starship first come out, and I said, up top. I said, right there, up top, right? And everybody looked, okay? But guess what Manessa do? This nigga point to an actual stationary star. And he say, see right there? He said, yeah, that's one of the starships. You know what I mean? See how it's blinking like that? Talking about the fucking optical illusion and how it passes through the atmosphere, you know, oscillations of light and shit. This nigga, right? Number one bullshit guy. He said, they go to starship right there, right? Yo, I wish it was one of them sisters. Yo, only one who I could say could verify this is either SG, Beyond 5D, Nikki, and there was another sister named Ma'at, but I don't know her damn Instagram. But she was the one who was telling me what niggas was talking about when me and Nikki had went upstairs. That's another story, right? So if I could find her, I'll have her come on and confirm that night, because don't seem like nobody else want to fucking confirm it. And Beyond 5D ain't gonna do it. SG Hazel disassociated himself, and Lifeway gonna sit here and do what he doing now. He gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Other one is Nikki, but she's the only one who is yet to speak. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't have nobody else I can say that happened, right? So I'm just telling you, this is what went down. All right, so I say up top. This nigga Manessa say, yo, it's right there, the starship. You don't see how it's blinking like that? That's one of the starships. I said, no, bro, nigga, that's a star. I'm not talking about that. Then I look back, and that shit gone. First of all, in order for you to see the crafts, all right, what did I tell y'all? I said you have to look directly up. You have to look directly up. All right, hey, Sun Ra, let me tell you something, bro. Stop trying to be funny. Stop trying to be funny, Sun Ra. Because you the same one who had DM Mrs. Faise and saying that me and Opmos was young niggas, and you didn't know what was going on with that. Young niggas do shit like that, but you spoke. You should have never spoke. I told you, niggas remain neutral. They don't got no problem with me. Stop trying to be funny, or you gonna have an issue with me too. You've been neutral this whole time. Ask any of them niggas who are around Lifewave who got disassociated and thrown off into their own corner of the universe. They don't exist no more. It's only because they stopped being neutral. I don't got no problem with you fucking with Lifewave. I don't got Manessa. I don't got no problem with you fucking with none of them niggas. You understand? But don't try to, that's not no game, bro. All right, so yeah, it's what it is. But you a Kaffir anyway, nigga. You a Kaffir any motherfucking way. You a Kaffir that's trying to costume yourself into the walk. That ain't how it's in you, not on you. It's in you, not on you. You understand? So y'all got to be cautious of them motherfuckers too. But it's already been seen way before I said it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about, but you sit here run like, bro, Everybody else can listen and see that this nigga Faise One is not beefing over pussy. Everybody else can hear. But it's always the woke niggas who can't catch on. It's always the higher ascended masters who be so fucking slow. But again, they was talking to Atmos. They was talking to 5D. Everybody was talking amongst themselves. Ask who talked to me. Ask who came to speak to me and say what happened. Who came to speak to me? Nobody didn't come to speak to me. Why? Because y'all sided with Dajjal. Just like in my vision when I was there. Lifeway was there. Hey, Lifeway, real quick question before we continue the account. Right? Were you downstairs when I went upstairs? Because it was too many motherfucking people, and they were all Amberlites. Who remembers me telling? Matter of fact, somebody recorded me live saying some of this stuff when it was first going on. I think you go and look up LifeWave and Faise One. It said LifeWave on Faise One speaks on LifeWave something and Atmos. It's on YouTube. You'll see me on live talking about the shit right after it happened. I promise you. You go back and go to that, and you're gonna see it's the same thing checks out. All of it checks out. Like Manessa, were you downstairs when I came downstairs? Because why did I disassociate myself? Too many motherfuckers, they all Amberlight, right? I'm not fucking with it. I went upstairs. I had my gun. I took my gun out. I put it on my right side, and I put the clip on my left side. I sprawled out like I was on the cross, and I laid on one of them beds in one of them rooms, an empty room, right? Next thing I know, I'm having a projection, an astral projection experience, okay? But it's multidimensional. So it wasn't like I was going down there and seeing the actual people, but I was led down the stairs, and the number of people that they told me was there was 7 people, and they said false accusations, right? And I thought to myself, this is Pop speaking to me. False accusations. Who remember? Okay? Remember, a deceiver can't keep, they got a story, and they can't keep it straight. False accusations, false accusation. I said, false accusation. They said, they're going to believe Dajjal. They're not going to believe you. So what are you talking about? So I come back to my body. It's quiet downstairs. A relief. I get up. I clank my shit back together, put it on. Boom. Go down the stairs. There's only 7 people sitting there. Listen, my right hand to the Most High. If it wasn't 7, it was a close number. All right? They all sitting in the living room, the same living room we were sitting in when we did the circle. Everybody was playing the games and shit. Right? So they all sitting there, and it's one of the sisters, I can't remember her name. I wish I could remember, because I think she might still follow me. She did a fast recently, a 40-day fast. I met back up with her last year around the Wizards of Ra event. I talked to one of the other sisters. I know I can see if you can get message God by Design real quick. If it come up, see if through my following list, God by Design. All right, and tell her I'm trying to get in contact with her, because I'll get her on this live right now. All right, to verify. And it's not her specifically, it's the person that she's attached to, so I can remember what her page is. I can't remember the page. But she was there, all right? I came downstairs, all right? So if I can get that, I'm going to pull that. I love receipts. That's my shit, right? I came downstairs, and it's about 7 people sitting around in, like, the little area we were doing the little game and shit at. And I walked up to them, everybody laughing and shit, and they're like, oh, they said, yeah, that's her. That's all I had. They said, yeah, she did a 40-day fast, the sister. Not the sister that I'm having her talk to, but the sister who she knows, right? Because they were both out there. And I'm like, yo, I ain't never did no 40 days. And she ain't here no more. Like, she wasn't here. She was on a whole different plane. And she was channeling. It was amazing. Like, you could feel her fast. You feel what I'm saying? She was real small. It's like she was exuding, it's like purple light. It wasn't even just green. She was moving in and out this bitch while she was sitting there talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So watch this. They say, it might have been Lightweight. If it wasn't Manessa, it was somebody. I think it was Manessa who said it. He was like, well, he said, everybody thought he said, we thought you left. We thought you was gone. In my mind, that let me know, niggas been, you know what I'm saying, having a conversation about it. I said, nah. I said, I just went upstairs. I said, it's just a lot. There was a lot going on. I said, I just had a vision, though. So everybody listening, when I speak, they listen. Don't let them fool you. You see how I had to jump to 135 like that? Are y'all paying attention? Right? When I speak, they listen. I say, yo, I don't know if Sunrise was there. I don't know. He might. I don't know if he was there for that. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think. But I know Sunrise was there for a lot of shit. He was there at the beginning. He might have been there, unless he had left early. But I mean, good luck on me trying to get anybody to stand on truth, right? So he said, "Yeah, we thought you was gone." I said, "Nah." I said, "I just went upstairs." I said, "You know, it's a lot of shit going on." I said, I just had a vision, and everybody kind of perked up, right? And I said, they showed me. They said it was somebody that was gonna have some false accusations on me in the tribe, and wasn't nobody gonna believe me, but they were gonna believe the Dajjal was the word, the outsider, the kafir, the Dajjal, the deceiver. All right, and I it's like it put me in the mind of Last Supper, because as soon as I said that, everybody kind of started laughing amongst themselves nervously, right? Almost like, surely you don't mean me. You get what y'all understand what I'm explaining, right? And I broke the little silence, and I said, but nah, y'all know how this shit go. I laughed the shit off, because I ain't want motherfuckers, because, you know what I mean? You speak with gravity, people hold on to that shit. I ain't even want motherfucker to be in that vibe. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, this shit gonna be revealed. I said, you know how that shit go. And I went and sat down, and we having a conversation. I stayed there late as fuck. Manessa was there. I know Kiana was there. I don't know if Nikki was there. I'm trying to see. She might have been there, and she might have left a little later. I mean, earlier than I did. But I know Kiana was there, and there was another sister that I'm seeing, but I don't think I know her. It might have been the sister I'm trying to get in contact with. Okay? So I let that shit fly off. Point being, or top line being, it came to be. It came to be that beyond 5D. So this is, okay, one of the sisters told me, whatever you do, don't say my name. You know what I mean? And a lot of people been saying that lately. Yo, don't tell people you getting this from me. Because they see how often I come in and say names. And I don't care what nobody say. The truth gonna get out. All right? That's how I was raised. And that's how Manessa was supposed to be raised. But, you know, look at how people turned out. Look at 21 Savage. Look at everybody was supposed to be raised to stand on truth. But a lot of people didn't do that. You know what I mean? I don't know what you helped me with. We went to Spun Divots. What did you help me with? What did you help me with? I think I was raising money for an album. You didn't donate a penny. I remember all the stuff that I was doing around it. What did you help me with? You did pay for food at, what do you call it, at Spun Divots. Yeah, but that's because you had made, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of money, and you were happy about it, and you were taking care of everybody. Yeah, you did that. You were tipping the waiters big. You know what I mean? Waitresses big. Everybody had a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah. But what did you help me with? Because I remember you came on and you was like, you struggling. You know what I mean? If your followers care about you, then you would have already had that money for the album. And I had to stop you there. I said, nah, I said, see, this is what you're not going to do. Because the people that you speaking about, they work. They do what they do. They hard-earned money. And they do support me. And you got funds. You showed me what you showed me. I'm not going to put your business out there for the money. But you showed me what you showed me and still didn't send a dime. You don't owe me anything, by the way. But you showed me what you showed me. You knew that I was doing the fundraising, and you still never sent a dime. So I don't know what you mean by help. If you would have helped, if you could have helped with anything, you know what I mean, then I would have been able to confirm that. Say, yeah, you did help me. But no, that's not what you was on. You know what I mean? You was on something totally different. The top line is this. You know what I mean? It all came around that people did wind up believing beyond 5D. So one of the sisters said, don't say my name. And this was a sister who was fucking with Atmos. So she came to me because she trying to figure out how the hell is Atmos being indicated with Nikki's situation when she was dating Atmos around this time. Uh-oh. So she come to me. And I already know how women move. I'm not stupid, okay? I know why she came to me. She wanted information. But she had some shit for me. You know what I mean? So we sat down. We didn't actually sit down. We was on the phone, right? She dared me, and I gave her my number. We wound up getting on the phone. And she get to running her mouth about everything that she was able to experience because she was around Atmos. And she was asking me about the dates and the times. I'm giving her the truth about it. Boom. I said, fucking with Atmos. And if you know who I'm talking about, then that's weird. You know what I mean? Because, like, that's, okay, so then that means this is the person, she was fucking with Atmos. As a matter of fact, Atmos even cleared that shit up and was like, that was just a shawty that I was fucking with. He ain't never claimed her as his mate or none of that. That's another reason why when I first met the chick or the sister, in person, I didn't speak to her. So anybody who know, what did I tell y'all? If the brother doesn't introduce you to the sister, you don't speak to her, right? Right? That unless he introduce you, ain't no, what's going on? Yeah. You ain't having no conversation. That ain't your friend. That ain't none of that. It's out of respect. And if the brother does introduce the sister, then that's how you know either that's his mate or that's his friend. Or his lady friend is what we called it. All right? Meaning she ain't became the mate yet. All right? It ain't something that's been solidified yet. All right? Or it depends on who you was dealing with. Some brothers did say lady friend and they meant mate. Okay? So it's either she's not the lady friend, she's not the mate, or she is. And the way that we could tell is if a nigga walk up and be like, this is such and such. Then you speak, okay, to the sister. So I didn't speak to her the first time. So I never said that this was his girl, none of that stuff, but he was fucking with her. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody's adults. You know what I mean? He was dealing with the sister, and that's one of the things that she was concerned about. Trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what was being mixed. Right? Boom. So she gave me the information. I gave her the information about the dates and the times. And then she kept speaking. And she said, Atmos and Beyond 5D was having a conversation about it. And Atmos was the one letting her know. And that's why she was side-eyeing me at first. She said she was side-eyeing me at first. She said, but then something said, you know, we got to get everybody's side of the story. Now, I don't know that to be true or not. If she actually felt like that, because, again, she came because she thought I had something for her. You know what I mean? It might have just been a part of her conversation. But that's what she said. That, you know, everybody was jumping against me. She said, but she know that there's always two sides to the story. Now, we were taught it's three sides to the story. All right? It's somebody's side, the other person's side, and then it's just the truth. It stands right there in the center. Don't care who you are. It's just true. Okay, boom. So the sister say, yeah, because, you know, they were saying that you was going around telling people that you and Nikki had slept together. I said, what? So here go two issues with that. The first issue is I don't even fucking know these niggas. You know what I mean? For one, I don't even know them. You with me? And the niggas that know me, who like been in the hood with me, or niggas who grew up with me, no, I'm not doing no talking. I'm not kissing and telling. I'm not sitting around no bunch of niggas. I can't stand that. And I'm not doing what niggas do, having conversations about women. Da-da-da. I'm not doing that shit. Anybody who know me, that's weird shit. But niggas do that shit all the time. So that's the first error. I don't even fucking know y'all, and the niggas I do know, I don't do that with, right? Second error, that never happened. It never even occurred. So here, like, sometimes you gotta really think, like, there are intelligent people on this planet. There are wise people on this planet. You have to ask yourself, why the fuck would I say that I slept with Nikki and the shit didn't happen? What, and then be like, yo, hey, y'all, you got to think how stupid that sound. And here's what they think. They think their logic is logic. But y'all logic is dumb. That's a dumbass plot. That's a dumbass scheme. We're going to say this nigga said, that's stupid. But what he say? False accusations. So here's what I was thinking. As soon as, because what wound up happening, me and Nikki was supposed to be working on a project that followed, because I think we left Tuesday. It was or Monday. And Monday or Tuesday we left. I can't remember exactly which. I get that switched up. Wednesday or Thursday we were supposed to be linked. It might have been a Monday because it wasn't Tuesday or Wednesday that she was available. I think it was Thursday because she had some shit to do Wednesday. Yep. She got in her car. She got in her car. I got in my car. Right before we closed our door to drive off, I was saying to her, hey, so you sure that that's a good day? She said, yeah, that's all good. I just got a little bit in the handle these days. Da 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 da. Woo da woo. We pull off. 2 hours later, I'm blocked. But guess what she was telling me she had to do before she got home? Just somebody take a wild guess. Guess who was still there who she had to drop off? Do the math now, because he wasn't out there in the car when I pulled out. Y'all seen it? Who the detectives? Anybody a detective in here? You know what I mean? This shit make you scratch your head a little bit, right? She had to drop 5D off. She had to take him home. So somewhere between, because I remember she was walking around when this was the AM where we left, because the police was finna be on the way. Something about some noise ordinance or some other shit. Whatever it was, Manessa had some issues. You know, something was happening with, I think it might have been the noise. Or somebody had called the police, or the person who was renting it out called the police. All right, everybody was trying to scramble to get the fuck up out of there. I remember that, right? I got up in the AM before all that chaos broke out. And guess who downstairs walking behind me? Nikki. She walking around, right? And I think the only other person who was there was a little boy. It was my aunt child, I think it was. If it wasn't my aunt child, it was my aunt child. Whoever the my aunt girl is, I got to find her, right? And listen, you know I'm good for receipts. But he running around playing, doing some other shit. Nikki walking back and forth behind me, the patio door open, the sun shining, beaming, it's a good day. Boom. That's how I'm waking up. She say she lost her keys. She don't know where her keys at. She looking for her keys. Can I help her find her keys? So I get up to help her find the keys. In the midst of us looking for the keys, we wind up on the back of the patio still talking about the business. But then she said, well, I said, well, I'm about to head on up out of here, right? She was like, well, she said only other place she could think her keys was at was upstairs, right? So she like, can you go upstairs and get the keys? I'm like, why you won't go upstairs? Literally, I said to her, why you won't go up there and get them? So I'm about to head out the door. Why you won't just go up and grab them? She said, yeah, but you know, he gonna want me to take him home. On my whole soul, essence, everything, this is how she was pushing it. Now, do that mean that that's how, you know what I mean? Because you know sisters, sometimes they can be sneaky deaky, right? Do that mean that that's what she was actually feeling? That she was saying, you know, she don't want to take him home? That don't mean that. Maybe she could have been trying to stir shit up. I don't know. But this is what the lady said. She was like, can you go get him? Because he gonna want, she never said this nigga name. All right? And that's the thing. I don't know Beyond 5D name. Or I be on here saying his government. You know what I mean? But she never said his name. She just said him or he. She used pronouns. She said he. I don't know how the fuck y'all not picking up on the fact that she never said his name, but she knew I knew who she was talking about. Do y'all get how smooth and swift Lilith can be? Are you with me? I hope you picked up. So she said he gonna want me to take him home. I said, I bet. Right? So I go up there, I knock on the door. Right? It's not just Beyond 5D in there. It's like 3 couples in that room. Right? Everybody laid the fuck up. And the Beyond 5D don't open the door. I can't remember these folks' names. I think nigga called himself Tut. And I can't remember who the other girl was. I can't remember. I'm trying to think, but I think the nigga called himself King Tut. And Sunrise, you might remember, bro, if you could stand on business. Who were the other weird ass? It were two dark skinned people who were there. They weren't Nuwabi and Sami, nobody. They were just around. We don't know what the fuck they were. I never seen these folks in my life if they were claiming some shit. And they were just floating, doing their own thing. But the nigga they called himself King Tut, and his girl answered the phone. Whoever the girl, I think she might have called herself Nefertiti. I can't remember. Right? Beyond 5D towering behind him looking at me. He can't help but tower. So don't make him like trying to, you know what I mean? He a tall nigga. So, but he's standing behind him just looking at me, just standing there. And it's like all 3 of them at the door. And I say, Nikki was like, she need her keys. Right? And I can't remember this because it's a blur, so I can't feel these lines in because it's a blur. This is speculation of memory. I think it was Beyond 5D that might have said it. He might have said it. Either he said it or he didn't say it, but either way, he went to grab her keys. I think either he said that he had her keys or something like that, or he knew where they was at, but he went to grab them. Boom, I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I got the keys to Nikki. Boom, so we go outside. She get in her car, I get in my car. But then in the back of my mind, she still was saying she had to take him home. But I'm guessing, okay, cool, I guess that he gonna find his own way. I'm not tripping about none of that. So I asked, I said, yo, you sure that's a good day? She said, yeah, I just got a little business I gotta handle, wada, whoop, whoop. Okay, cool. Close my door, and I pull off, right? I actually was getting situated. This is another thing that caught my attention. I was getting situated. I sat there for a little bit. Then I pulled off, right? No, it literally, actually, he's right. It was my brother's car. You know what I mean? I was driving that shit. It was my biological brother car. All right, so he right. Manessa, look at you coming up in this world. He right. That was my brother's car. Boom. So it was a black coupe. All right, boom. So I drive off, and I realized she still was sitting there with her head down like she was on the phone. So I do what you know what niggas do. We pull off. I beat the horn. I hit the horn twice. That was it. Somewhere from there to when I get home, all right, because it was late. It was 9 a.m. I think it was either 8 or 9, one of them. By 11 o'clock, I was blocked. So the first thing that popped in my mind, as soon as I saw that my message didn't go through, because I was letting her know, I said, yo, I appreciate you, because she had done the Reiki session for me all that. I thanked her for that. I was telling her I was looking forward to the business. The message didn't go through. Right? I'm like, what the fuck? Nothing happened. Right? They said, beyond 5D, nigga. I said, beyond 5D? They said, nigga, beyond 5D. Go look at his page. I said, okay. So I go look at his page. He unfollowed me, removed me as a follower. I said, whoa. Right? Now, that don't make sense because before this event, you were saying you needed to interview me. But you never interviewed me. Then when you leave the event, you unfollow me. But you couldn't block me because if you would have blocked me, it would have been too obvious that it was you. So here's what I heard, and it was confirmed. I heard, soon they said beyond 5D, they took me back to the vision of me flowing down them steps. They said false accusations. Soon as that happened, they said this nigga was pillow talking. And he said that you said when y'all went upstairs that y'all had sex. You want to know what else made that loud for me? The sister Ma'at. Look at the words, y'all. Pop told us to pay attention to words, names, all of that. The girl named Ma'at, the lady. The lady's name is Ma'at, right? After Nikki did the session for me, because she do Reiki. At least she was doing Reiki. I don't know now. But she was doing Reiki at that time, right? And she was like telling me she do all the sessions and stuff like that. I said, do a session for me. I said, bring the bowls. I literally told her, do not forget your bowls. Why would I say that? Because I know I was going to want to go to an isolated location. I don't want to be around a lot of people when we do this shit. This ain't for show. All right? I wanted to go to an isolated location in the house. And I didn't want folks to be like, where they going without the fucking bowls? At least with the bowls, people can be like, okay, there go the bowls. They're about to do a session. This girl forgot the bowls. I literally stressed to her, make sure you remember to bring your bowls. Okay? She forgot them. So I was trying to wait till the shit, you know what I'm saying, when people start dispersing. But she came over to me while everybody drinking, they got the wine going, all kind of stuff, right? I'm not saying drinking like in a bad way. All right, everybody drink. Manessa had this concoction that he fixed up, whatever the fuck that shit was. You know what I mean? So he made his own wine or whatever the hell, right? So everybody sipping and doing their thing. I'm on some, I don't know what this is. We need some wine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the only one that's on that. It's a whole conversation being had. Boom. So we're going to get back around to the wine part because that's going to factor in. Watch. So Nikki come over to me. I'm sitting in the living room. She like, you ready now? I said, ready now? What are you talking about? Because I'm thinking, I already said we're going to do it later. So she said, yo, you ready now? You want to do it now? I realized what she was saying. I said, right now? I said, I was really thinking about, you know what I'm saying, after everybody left. She said, well, but everybody busy now, so we might as well just do it now. I said, okay, cool. We go up the stairs. Boom. I feel the eyes on us. I'm not trying to think on none of that. We go up the stairs. We go into the room. It was a big-ass mansion, too. Well, not too big. You know what I mean? Some of y'all probably have homes that are like that. To me, they ain't never lived in no place like that, so the shit was big, all right? But it was a big room, and the closet was like its own damn room, okay? It was small, but it was big enough that you could have put somebody else in there, right, as a bedroom. So we go into the room, close the door, but then we go into the closet and close the door, all right? This all good with me because I don't like being around a lot of people anyway. Anybody who know me, I don't like being around a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's too many energies, especially around men, okay? That's just my thing. So I'm good. We secluded, all right? We isolated. Perfect scenario. I got my cup of wine. She got her cup of wine. I put my wine in the what do you call it? The windowsill. It was a windowsill. It was beautiful, too. It was a windowsill. It's dark now. So it's a windowsill, and you can see the stars, and I think I either had to pull the blinds up or they was already up. Either way, I didn't want the blinds to be down at all. I wanted the shit spaced out and open. Okay, so I remember being grateful about that. I put my wine in the window. She put her wine sitting down near her. She lit up some sage. Do y'all realize this whole conversation, I've been giving you detail. They have yet to do this. That's because liars can't do that, right? I can do this every fucking day and we go through the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? Just like the first time I told y'all. I can keep doing this over and over again. So she lit up some sage. Bow, lit it up. Right? I'm laying down. What I do? I spread out like I'm on a cross. I've explained that in my astral class, Astral Projection 101, that one of the easiest ways for me that I've observed to project out of the body is I'm not trying to do no parties. That's Pops just talking about that. Pops is just saying everybody trying to party too much. It's too many parties. You feel what I'm saying? I just was hearing his voice saying that shit. He said you done heard about people throwing the parties, and now you start throwing the parties. You inviting people to go to the party. It's all about partying. I'm not trying to do no parties. You know what I mean? So boom, watch this. She light up the sage. I spread out like I'm on a cross. I took my locks, all right, on my left side and my right side. I grouped them together in my fist, and I covered them over. Yeah, that's fast. I appreciate that. I covered them over my third eye or my crown. I covered it up, right? And I crossed my feet at the bottom. She uncrossed my feet and placed them. She said, nigga, you need to relax. Right? I'm thinking I'm already relaxed. But she said, no, you got to relax. Like, you don't got to do that. Like, you need to really relax. Right? I'm not negating it. I'm thinking, okay, maybe she knows what she's doing. Boom. She take my feet and uncrossed them. And she took my locks and uncovered them. You know what I mean? She was like, no, like be open, relax. Boom. So she started to do, she put on. It might have been ancient Kemetic visualization or the Om. I can't remember which one. Both of them was planned. It might have been, because it had, so it was a 9-minute ancient Egyptian Kemetic visualization, because that's the only way they could have both played. All right, so she put on the ancient Kemetic visualization. Go look that up. You'll hear Pops speaking, imagine. You know what I'm saying? Soon as you hear him, come on, that's ancient, and had the duck plan and all of that. So she put on those tones. She's smudging. She got the sage, so she's smudging me. If you don't know what smudging is, it's like you take the sage and you kind of, you know what I mean, do circles around somebody's body. You know what I mean? It's like a blessing or an anointing in a way, for those of you who may be Christian, okay? It's like an anointing like y'all do with the olive oil. All right, boom. So she take the sage and she's doing the smudging. I'm taking in my deep breaths. Next thing I know, I feel her hands on my forearm. Then I felt her hands near my neck. Then I felt her hands over by my ankles. Listen, the whole encounter, everything is appropriate. There was no sexual energy even in the room. Y'all can't think like that. But I didn't call her to do that for me for that. Right? What I asked her to do it for, I was able to achieve. Right? So boom. She's doing whatever she's doing. And it ain't even a sound bowl thing, but she's still doing something, because she brought her hand over to my chest and I was able to cry. I finally was able to cry. And I had been holding that cry in for a long time, right? So how did I get to the cry? There was a version of myself that appeared in the right diagonal side of my vision, okay? Now I was looking directly at it how y'all did, okay? But it still appeared in my vision, okay? There's different types of vision, all right? There was an older version of me. He was like 70 years old. He was muscular, but he was smaller. He had on this navy kind of. It might have been a thobe, all right, because that's the only way, or some type of Indian attire that fits close, but it's not like too tight. Okay, so it might have been a thobe or some type of robe, but it was navy blue, salt, pepper beard, or almost all white beard. Okay, and my locks were gray and white. Okay. And he said, I knew it was me. He said, don't do it. I said, don't do what? And I'm not speaking out loud so she can hear, but I'm speaking, right? I said, don't do what? He said, don't give your life to these people. He said, don't do it. Right? And here's where the tears came. I cried because I didn't know how to stop. So I was asking, that's where the tears came from. And that's why it's taking me, it's hard. Every time I tell this part, it get tough. You know what I mean? But it was like, I'm like, how? Okay, I hear you, I see you. All right? All I know is this. You feel what I'm saying? This is literally all I know. How do I not do it? Right? And then the image started to fade. And I just cried. I cried. You feel what I'm saying? And after that, we ended the session shortly after. I think it might have been like 10, 15 minutes later. Another thing, she charges per sessions. She charges, it's Nikki L. I can't remember how you spell it. Like, it might be her damn page. But she blocked me, so ain't no point in you trying to tag her because she ain't gonna be able to come in here. But at the end of the session, I'm like, okay, because here's what I'm about to say. She charged for the session. I think she said $1 a minute, and I was prepared to pay her $60 or $30, either half hour or an hour. And she was like, no, I'm not charging you. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen to the details now. She said, I'm not charging you. Right? I said, no, I don't mind. You know, she said, no, I'm not supposed to charge you. So after we done with the session, here's what the conversation was. She wound up asking me about astral projection. She wound up asking me more about extraterrestrials. You know what I mean? She was asking questions, and then she said, I don't want you to think this is weird, but I need to say something to you. I said, go ahead. Now, I want to see who remember. I'm not even going to say what she said. I want to see who remember. Because, listen, I could keep telling the shit over there. Who remember what she said? It was a line that she said, right? When she was like, I don't want you to think this is weird, but I want to tell you something. I said, go ahead. Go ahead, tell me. Exactly. Look at the comments. You with me? That two people that came in with the same thing. Y'all with me? Because they might have been there and they might remember when I was saying this shit right when it happened. You understand? This in 2022, y'all. Okay? Boom. So, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So, she said, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to think it's weird. I said, nah, go ahead. She said, I love you. I said, no, that's not weird. She said, you don't think that's weird? I said, no. I said, you're saying that. I said, because you're in the presence of love right now. All that's in here is love right now. I mean, I said, most people don't even encounter this. You know what I mean? I said, so you're not weird. She started doing this other, what's this back bend? What's the back bend thing? What do you call that? When y'all, like, you do this and you standing on your hands and on your, the wheel. So she stood up in a back bend. I don't know. I don't know what none of that meant. You know what I mean? She said that, then she stood up in a back bend because she asked a question about astral projection, something like that. I was answering that. While I'm answering, she like back bending. You know what I mean? That's probably what they thought. You know what I mean? Nigga probably overheard her talking. You know what I'm saying? Girl, when I was in there, my back was bent. The nigga said, this nigga, you know what I mean? But she was in a back bend, whatever the wheel thing is called. So she raised her torso up to the ceiling. I'm sitting trying to be, I was never able to achieve the, crisscross applesauce. You know what I mean? So I'm politely sitting, you know what I mean? As close as I can get to it. And I'm talking to her. And then I was like, yo, I said, no, then she said this. Who remember what she said, who she said I remind her of? Look, this how you know it's a Dajjal and a weirdo, right? He wasn't in the room. How can he say what she did or didn't do? Y'all with me? Y'all can't say what she did or didn't do. Only the person who was in the room with her, guess who? With me. And whoever the elder version of myself was, but I ain't talked to him. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention for that. You weren't there. How can you say? How can you say she didn't do that? You know what I mean? All right, so what did she say? Who remember? Anybody remember? If you don't remember, I'm going to tell you. She said, it wasn't Malachi, it was Anu. She said, you remind me of Anu. And I said to her, that's my family. I said, that's my family. I said, you ain't tripping, that's my family. And then I said, look, I don't want to keep you away from population too damn long. This is what I literally said to her. I said, I ain't trying to keep you away from population. Right? She wanted to stay up there a little longer to ask more questions because she was getting her questions answered. I said, no. I said, we need to go ahead and go back downstairs. So remember I told you keep in mind about the wine, right? Stay with me. So we go downstairs. We pack up, go downstairs. Soon we go downstairs, folks get to looking like how they were just talking about you. Y'all know like that wide-eye look. You know what I mean? That's literally the words I said. Population. Hey, Lightweight, you got to relax, though, because you ain't going to be able to get in here. You witnessing your fitna, okay? But you ain't going to be able to witness it. You know what I mean? If you keep talking, you got to relax. You know? You can be here and witness your fitna. This is your trial, okay? But you can't be here if you can't be quiet. You know what I mean? Because now you can say all these words, but you couldn't answer simple questions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to hold you in contempt. Okay, listen, you leave me no other choice. You can't keep doing that because you ain't saying shit. You can only say shit that you know about. You can't say nothing you don't know about it. That's not fair. It's not fair to the trial. It's not fair to the case. Eyewitnessing a fool. All right, you know what I mean? Hey, look, moderate my peoples. And if they put you up out of here, you get put up out of here. So your fate rests in somebody else's hands. You know what I mean? But you can't keep doing that. I don't mind, motherfucker. Listen, devils can sit there, y'all do y'all thing. But you can't, you know what I mean? You can't do that. So I just moderated my folks. All right, so if they snipe you up out of here, then you got to go. You know what I mean? If you relax, then they ain't going to snipe you. All right, boom. So check this out. What wound up happening, we went downstairs, back in the population, right? Everybody wide-eyed when we get down the steps. There was a sister that was standing there right at the bottom of the steps. Her name is Ma'at. Her name Ma'at. And that's truth or justice, by the way. Remember, I said the name fit. Now, a lot of y'all don't know that word. Go look it up. And you'll know who it's associated with. Okay? The jail. Okay? And you'll see everything I'm telling you. So I said, cracking head, twisting caps. Young elder. All right. I'm telling you. Faise. Cracking head, twisting caps. You know what I mean? All right, so check this out. I go downstairs. Boom, we go downstairs. I don't even remember where the hell. I think Nikki walked over toward the patio area. And I walk over to where my aunt was standing at. And her eyes were wide as fuck. She tried to shake it, but she couldn't shake it. Right? And then she like, yo, we out of wine. We need to get some more wine. Right? So I'm like, bet. She like, I'm going to go get some. I said, I'm going to ride. I don't know this lady. You know what I'm saying? But I said, I'm going to ride with you. First of all, the sister ain't supposed to ride out by herself no damn way. Right? Because we all here. So I'm going to ride with you. So we go get some more wine. Boom. On the way to the, what do you call it? What was it? The Chevron. On the way to the Chevron, she said, I'm not going to lie. She said, when y'all went upstairs, she had her own opening her mouth ceremony. She said, when y'all went upstairs, they thought y'all was fucking. Which let me know they was having a conversation about it, which explained all them weird ass stairs. And I told her simply, I said, I appreciate you telling me that. I said, I don't got nothing to do with what folks were thinking though. You know what I'm saying? I said that to her. I said, I don't got nothing to do with what folks were thinking. I wasn't even trying to think too much about that shit, knowing people are already weird. So y'all see how all this tie around to each other? So again, let's go back to the sister who said she didn't want to be mentioned. She said they were explaining that. Whoever it was, they were explaining that Beyond 5D had said that I was going around telling people that we slept together. So it was no doubt in my mind, and no doubt in my mind to this day with being able to have that window seat, that's why the sister Nikki blocked me. Now, here's her accountability. She could have asked me. You know what I mean? You could have came to me. You could have, the same way they folk came to you and brought you the deception, you could have came to get the truth, but you didn't do that. You know what I mean? You didn't give me the benefit of the truth. Well, you don't got to doubt it. You didn't give me that benefit. So I get it because, again, I know it's a lot of sisters, you know what I mean, who motherfuckers get the line on their dick, whatever, they get to saying this, that, and the third, they going to cut a nigga off. They ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I mean? I understand that, but you could have asked me. You could have asked me, and I could have told you, no, that's a deceiver. So it should have stopped there. It should have stopped with, you know what I mean, Nikki blocks Faise One, okay. Beyond 5D unfollows him. All right, boom. But then it came to Manessa saying, you know, actually it wasn't even him saying it, it was him showing it, that they were supposed to be going to this event at Dwight Howard's house, okay? They were supposed to be, it was Kim, Kiana, Manessa, SG Hazel, okay? If I'm making it up, tell me you won't go to the Dwight Howard page and see him standing with, unless Dwight Howard took him down, all right? He was standing there with Manessa. He was standing there with SG Hazel. People got pictures with Dwight Howard from that event, okay? So they went to, the Dwight Howard house. Listen, Dwight Howard wound up following me anyway because it was supposed to be, it was Lifeway or Manessa who said he was supposed to be introducing me, all right? But it never happened. So watch this. They wound up going to the event. Yeah, exactly. He had on the Sabi and Ankh, all right, or the Ankh Tui. Exactly. Boom. So they had the event. It was closed, right? They had some food. Kiana and Kim were dressed in all black, all right? Vanessa was there recording it, all right? The White was speaking on, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about it. He put it up on his page. Boom. So I look, I'm like, damn, everybody speaking about this event, everybody at this event, but I ain't heard shit. And I was the motherfucker who they were saying, you gotta meet him. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a little weird. It was odd to me. So, short story, you know what I'm saying, even shorter, it wound up being that all of them were linked up with 5D, because I think even 5D wound up going, if I'm not mistaken. If not, they was at the bookstore with him. I saw that. Atmos posted, it was like, yo, you know what I mean? That's how Atmos got involved. Atmos didn't even have to be involved, but he got involved. He made himself a part of this shit. He was like, I get it. You know, he had posted little baby tweet with like, we got to stop letting the beef be over females, right? He like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, but it's not that deep. And the first thing popped in my mind is he like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Because ain't nobody talked to me. You with me? So I'm hearing Atmos up. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on with this situation, right? Then, because everybody was throwing their little slice, I'm asking everybody who done indicated themselves or injected themselves into the situation. I'm like, yo, what's going on, right? Niggas dodging me. Niggas ain't want to tell me where niggas was at. Niggas ain't want to give me no location. I was the one who, everywhere everybody went, I knew where everybody was. You know what I'm saying? Through that whole ordeal. But it went from that till niggas is dodging. Next thing I know, everybody at Dwight Howard house. When he was saying I was the one who needed to meet him because I really knew what was up with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? All that shifted, all that changed. Okay? So the sister wound up telling me what it was. I got that confirmation. All these folks acting like it was about some female. Tell the truth. Atmos was tender about her too. So that's why his brother, I called his brother. We got on, because actually his brother reached out to me. Because everybody was seeing me going in on Atmos. So, you know what I mean? By default, the family, it was, what's a girl named Rebecca, something like that. I can't remember the sister name. I don't even fucking know her. But she came to my DM and was like, why you going hard on my brother, da-da-da-da-da, because she had commented. She started tagging some of the family, said, we just going to let him go in on bro. But then they had to tell her, like, oh, Faise is family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Listen, okay, there we go. We got Kim in here, right? You doing this again about my friend Nikki. What, doing what again? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean this? I told y'all, no matter how big my platform, you're going to see me with 2 million followers. I'm still going to let people know this happened. You know what I'm saying? I told you. Because when this happened, I didn't have the big voice. When this happened, then nobody was able to see what went down. Because y'all who had them platforms, it was, matter of fact, it was you and Kiana who was sitting there laughing when we got on the live. Y'all were laughing at this situation like it was a fucking joke. You feel what I'm saying? So all I can advise you is work on trying to tell your man to keep it home. You know what I mean? Worry about not getting cheated on. Don't come in here and ask me about your friend. Worry about how many females this nigga knocking off without you knowing, or with you knowing, and you putting up with it. You know what I'm saying? Worry about that. Don't come in here and ask me shit. Worry about the putting up that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't listen. You could have cooked. You cooked for Dwight Howard. What are you talking about? Yeah, you did your job. I understand that. I appreciate that. You did what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Now go back to serving Vanessa. Go back to serving Vanessa. When you ready to stand up, talk to me. When you ready to stand up, talk to me. There's a crown waiting for you. Other than that, don't ask me. Don't come on here asking me shit about Nikki. Worry about him. Go. Do you know where he at right now? Do you know where your man at right now? You think him and Kiana were just friends and shit? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Go worry about that. Listen, I don't know. Listen, you don't know what's going on. Here's what's so crazy about it. You probably under magic. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go see one of your spiritual advisors and get the hell away from Vanessa. He draining you. You might want to do that. And you can tell everybody better than I could tell everybody that that's a disagreeable. That's a disagreeable. You know what I mean? You might want to find a way to get away from Vanessa. I don't know why you telling me where he at. Listen, we don't got to do that. We don't got to do all that. We don't got to do all that. We don't do all that. You understand? So, ain't it crazy? You see how this shit happening though, right? You can see it. So the thing was, Atmos wasn't indicated. He indicated himself. The sisters was like, You know, the sister was like, yo, we gonna let this happen? They were like, yo, Faise is family. So his brother wound up getting in contact with me. Not just one brother, a bunch of brothers. Got in contact with me trying to figure out what's going on. Neither one of them had a good rapport, bro. Okay, let's just start there. All right, they done said you done did some weird shit already. You know what I'm saying? So I get on the phone with Eli York. These are names, real people now. Not some shit I done pulled out of no storybook. These are real people. I get on the phone with Eli York, right? And Eli like, yo, what's going on? I told him the whole situation. I told him how Atmos was saying that I was cop blocking, but I didn't even know he had got the sister number. When Atmos told me that on the phone, I was disappointed. You know what I mean? Because some said, go check and see if Atmos still follow you. I went and checked. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't following me. I said, damn. I said, yo, you want to follow me, Atmos? I said, you want to follow me, Most? And then he called me back, was like, yo, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. You know what I mean? I unfollowed you back that night we was at the hotel. I'm like, damn, why? And he was like, yo, he said, I'm not going to lie. He said, I was trying to talk to Shorty too, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up because you went a whole month. And I never knew that. And I'm liking his posts, I'm sharing his shit. I'm encouraging him, telling him keep going. You know what I mean? I never knew that he was looking at me with the poison eye. I didn't know that. You feel what I'm saying? So here go the code, the G code or the bro code is to say, if that's you, you let niggas know that's you, for one. If you thought I was fucking with her, all right, or trying to fuck with her, all you had to do was walk up and be like, yo, that's me. You know what I mean? Or I'm already trying to get at that. And nigga who stand on business gonna be like, okay, boom, he gonna fall back. But you never even gave me the opportunity to tell you, bro, oh, it ain't even nothing like that. You good. I told Nikki, I said, yo, we gonna do this business. I said, but make sure if you fucking with anybody, I never told her you can't fuck with nobody. I said, make sure if you fucking with anybody, make sure they know that it's just business, because I ain't trying to have to go outside on nigga head for thinking, you know what I'm saying, this, that, or the third. Make sure niggas know the shit business. You feel what I'm saying? I told her that. I gave her the whole game. He didn't give me that opportunity to tell him. So we get on the phone. He like, I'm going to keep it a stack. You know, I was trying to talk to Shorty too. I said, what? Right? And I said, Most, for real, bro? Nah, bro, say it ain't so, nigga. Right? And he was like, yeah, because we was at the woke back, and, you know, I saw you talking to her, but I had already got a number, you know what I'm saying, before you got there. And I was like, Atmos, bro, listen back to what you said. Listen back to what you just said. You said, before I got there, you got her number. Right? Okay, boom. I show up. You see me speaking with her, and it calls you to be poisonous against your brother. Listen, no, y'all, listen, I'm telling you one thing. Let me get this on record. All right? The master don't fuck with none of y'all. He don't know none of y'all. He don't know y'all. He don't fuck with y'all. You're not nowhere near this fire, okay? You've associated yourselves with these movements, okay? But we don't know any of you. We don't know you. You're workers of iniquity, okay? We know the spells y'all under. We know who y'all really rock with. We know the magic y'all do behind the scenes. We know all the blood work. We know all that shit. You're not one of us. So I don't see no reason for you to be here. Unless you just need this for the soul. Cause Kim, you going out the saddest way possible. Up under 1 million. You could have at least come up under a fucking God. If you're gonna be up under somebody, be up under somebody that got business about themselves that align with the order. You came up under one of the millions, Manessa, who Pop said, don't be like. You know what I mean? What do you mean tell that to Pops? Don't call him that. Don't call him that. Don't call him that. Do not call him that. Don't call him that. No. You're banished. You're banished. No, you don't get to call him that. No. All of these people, devils. They devils. They come up under the garb. They come up under the Rahubat, the Ashuk. They devils. You know what I mean? One of the sisters asked recently, they said, yo, why did your dad disassociate himself, you know what I mean, from the movement? And I gave it a breakdown and reminded her, I said, so did I. I dissociated myself from them because they're devils. And we can't be around Amber Light too long because then we're going to have to take our sword out and heads going to roll. So we'll let y'all have it, but you don't call him Pops like you know what the fuck come with that. Y'all don't care nothing about him being in there or out of there. As a matter of fact, y'all would rather him be in there because your illusion can survive. That's why Lightweight wasn't loud about Malachi. He was loud about his fucking leaves. He wasn't loud about Pops. He wasn't pushing that name. He wasn't pushing them tones. You understand what I'm saying? But the minions, they got to send the little minions. Go back in minion by your damn self. Don't call him Pops. Just because you roll back don't mean shit to me either. It don't mean anything to me. I'll trust a motherfucker who don't even know how to say roll back before I trust a motherfucker who know the whole damn language. You understand what I'm explaining to you? Say trust nobody. Don't believe anybody. You with me? Same thing I was standing in front of Waki, and she was like, why you won't lead them to it? You know, you had it. Why you won't give them it? I said, first of all, I never said I wasn't going to give them right knowledge. I said, I'm not bringing them to Wusa back because it's too dirty. You got to clean it up. I'm not bringing them over here to none of this confusion y'all got going on. Can't decide what chance. I'm not doing none of that. You got to clean it up. But when it comes to drmalachiZyorkl.com, yeah, I'm going to send them to him every time because there's no dissension amongst himself. That's almost verbatim what I said to her. And she was like, you're right. That's an important part of that story. She said, you're right. It does need to be cleaned. You understand I'm explaining to you? I was standing in front of the clan mother who called herself the clan mother, however she got there. If she was supposed to be, it ain't been told to me, I don't damn know. But a sister named Janet Goins, I was standing in front of her. I got on that microphone. I performed the Raise Your Frequency song and the Scream song. Right? Then after that, I think I might still got that recorded. Right? I said, y'all better be cautious. I said, because the feds never left. They didn't leave. Y'all better be cautious. Right? I said, just because somebody say Rahubat or Ashok, that don't mean anything. I said, you better pay attention to the light that come with it. I said that in front of everybody that was out there at the June 26th event. Savior Day. Y'all with me? This ain't never been no game. This ain't never been no... So, yeah, I talked to Eli York. And I was like, yo. I'm like, yeah. He said, yo, what's going on with this, that, or the third? I said, yo, I told him shit about how nigga talking about cop block, but I didn't even know he got the number, shit like that. He was like, that ain't how that go. Every nigga who I got on the phone with who is blood brother, right, they were like, that's not how that go. Then Eli was like, yo, I need to see this girl. He said, let me see this girl. He said, she better be Beyonce. Got niggas acting like this? I said, exactly. And I didn't even know that these niggas had undercut. But, so here go, Nick, did y'all niggas ever think this? Did y'all ever think that was Lilith? Did it ever dawn on you that maybe she was sick? Because I don't see her nowhere. She ain't nowhere now. Did y'all niggas ever think that her whole purpose was to come in with the test of Lilith? Did y'all ever think that her whole purpose was to come in to thwart herself and cause y'all brothers to fall apart? Right? Because around that same time, I'm talking to Manessa about doing cartoons for the children. Right? We was supposed to be doing some business with that. Okay? And I was going to tell her, I said, we're going to make you the main character. And you're going to go around as Herb Man, whatever the hell we came up with. I think we said Herbal Man, something like that. Or Herb Man. I said, well, we can figure out a name. Right? And you go around and you use whatever herb or regimen or remedy, whatever, to heal whatever the disease is or whatever the ailment is. Okay? And whatever the disease or ailment or virus or anything is, it will appear as a character in that episode, right? I said we do 30 episodes, $100 a piece. All right. He was talking about, yeah, that sound good because I want to make sure you get paid. Da. So bottom line or top line, it was supposed to be $3,000, and then we were supposed to run the whole program. And he had the bigger platform, so we were like, yo, you put the platform, put this shit on your platform, and it go big. I said, and also what you can do is make them into DVDs. We can make them into DVDs so people can actually get the DVDs and have them. This is what we were doing business, talking about business. He was doing this retreat with all women down to Florida. It was Florida, right? Yeah. And it was somewhere in July. Something about the goddess retreat when no men supposed to be there. Manessa said, "I want you to be there, good dad." He said, "I want you to be there." You want to know what's so interesting? He told Mrs. Faise he wanted her to be there. He wanted her to be there too. You see how this shit line up? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I didn't even know who that was back then. I didn't even know Mrs. Faise. You know what I mean? So she wound up being there too. So he was like, "I want you to be there," right? But then this shit blew up. So I was bringing it to Manessa's attention. All right, and if y'all don't know who coming in, you don't know who Manessa is. Is the one who called himself Lifewave. His name Manessa the Finessa though. That's his name, Manessa the Finessa. His mama named Manessa. Okay, boom, and that's what I'm gonna call him. Okay, I'm talking to him. I say, "Yo, this is your girl. Right, this is your people." Do y'all hear? Do y'all see that? Yeah, remember I tell y'all this stuff be weird. That's a little weird, ain't it? that don't look weird to y'all. Y'all see how you said that? Do y'all get what it was played? So Manessa, actually, I just said that. I said my lady was there at the retreat. Literally, I just said that. Mrs. Faise was there. He said, "I want you to be there. I want you to come." How I know about the retreat? You know what I mean? Now, obviously, you could have said, "Oh, you just saw it." You know what I mean? You could have just said that. But no, I was there. What happened? Oh. You know what I mean? So, yeah. She was not my lady at the time. No, exactly. She was whoever she was to y'all at that time. Who was she at that time? She could have been my lady if I wanted her to be at that time. What make you think that? Do, 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 do. Yeah, what make you think that she could have been your lady? Each other mean that people are locked in. Each other mean people walking together. These people ain't never been walking with us. These people been on their own. Listen, it's been more about the products. It's been more about the money. Is y'all issue, I want to find out what the real issue is, right? Is your issue that I stood with Malachi? Because you had an issue with Malachi? Is that the issue? That you done ran your mouth and said Pop didn't fuck with you? He didn't like you? That's just my opinion. Yeah, 'cause I'm going to grill your ass. Yeah. Yeah, it could be an opinion. What happened to all that fact shit? That's just my opinion. So damn, it seems like we got motive. Damn. Pops love me. That ain't what you told Tabba Jack. That ain't what you done told people. And I don't even know who his peoples is. Who are your peoples? Yeah, I stand on bit. Listen, none of y'all was loud about him. Yeah, he plays a, and he said, "You see this guy? Number one bullshit guy." That's what he said, didn't it? He put a hand on, you right, he put a hand on, yeah, I remember that. Somebody else said that. You see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. Don't be like him. No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. It's not even about me no more. It's about some of these nightmares these people have. But I'm still a survivor, still smiling, still signing autographs. But soon I'm going to go crazy. No, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. Nah, you see how when he brought up Mrs. Faye, like how, yeah, like, let me see. What you going to say? Yeah, like, yeah, tread light. Tread light. And one thing about me, I ain't scared of no truth. Anything that needs to be spoken or come to the light is going to come to the light. I know all about it. I know all about the requests and telling her to show up at events. You sent Sun Ra. You know what I mean? I know all about it. I know all about that. I know all about the fact that she didn't even know I was here because niggas wouldn't mention me. But what happened when you found out I was here? Hey, you talking about? You need to be thinking they the one. You know what I mean? Nah, ain't gonna be no slander. They gotta stand on truth. They can't slander. That's why he said, it's just my opinion. At least from. I know that. Listen, I know that. Sunrise to fall guy. But you don't lean and your ass won't fall. Yeah, you helped me too, but that don't work. Because you say you helped me, but then it's like, what did you help me with? So you can't say that one. What did you help me with? What did you help me with? You bought drinks, and I had a shrimp bucket. Had a spun divots. You did assist with that. She's a good lady too. She did a lot for the tribe. Oh, yeah. Tell me somebody I don't know. Why do you think she's teaching a language? And y'all ain't doing it. Why do you think we go on bid with the language? Why do you think it just so happened that at the Wizard of Ra event, I'm leaving Tassili establishment, and we walking on two different sides of the street, and she saw me. Anything could have happened that day. I could have not gone. A shrimp basket and a hamburger. I had a hamburger. I don't doubt that shit, but still. I probably did fuck me up a burger. You're a liar, nigga. It was a shrimp bucket and a hamburger. That's possible. I don't remember what else. I know I had that big ass shrimp bucket. No, because that shrimp bucket was like $30 damn dollars. The fuck? Something about my background wouldn't have let me order something else. You a motherfucking lie. That shrimp bucket was like, bro, I'm looking at this shit. This shit say, no, I think that shit said 46 or something like that. It was some stupid shit. Y'all, okay, I told y'all he paid for the whole tape. But I went, bro, hell no. I ain't no way in the hell. I was like, I put up a whole shrimp basket and was like, hey, can I get a hamburger too? Get the fuck out of here, Manessa. Cause I thought you had for a while. I'm thinking, yeah, but then I gotta remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever been grateful a motherfucker offer to pay? You know, sometimes motherfucker offer to pay, you like, nah, hell no, I got it, you good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, listen, we've been both of those people in our life, right? You know what I mean? Nigga offer to pay, say, no, matter of fact, I got you. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the menu, and the little sweat bead coming, and the nigga was like, everything on me. I said, oh, shit. I said, word, you sure? You know you don't got to do that. No, you know, I got it, 'cause Dad, everything's good. It's on me. I shook. In my back of my mind, I'm like, boy, there's a God. I wasn't going to be able to eat shit on there. The water was like $3. I would have been, you know what I mean? I think the appetizer was like 15. Boy, hell no. I was like, boy, what the hell? You mean to tell me I get 4 tater tots, 15? That's what you telling me? Yeah, I might can do that. I might be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, I wasn't less fortunate because I don't think you hearing me. I ain't had the money. You know what I mean? So if I was less fortunate, you would have been like, hey, everybody got their own bill. Then I would have been less fortunate. But I had to be some type of fortunate to be able to be like, hey, you know what I mean? I didn't have too many more sweat beads. I was going to have to lean my head to a 45 degree and collect the sweat beads in a cup to have some to drink, nigga. This shit was different. You know what I mean? But that's where the shit went down at. I ain't know Atmos had no issue at the table and shit. I ran out of wine. Here go what Nikki do. Then nobody tell Nikki to do this shit, but here what Nikki do. She reached across the table and poured her wine into my glass. Why you do that? Now this nigga want to kill me. You know what I'm saying? First he unfollowed me. Now he probably finna go visit a Baba on my ass. Why you do that? You know what I mean? You could have filled his shit up. He looking at his glass like, I want more wine. You know what I'm saying? Why she do that? Y'all know, y'all get what I'm saying, right? She didn't have to do that. But she did that. I'm like, damn. I was talking to Manessa. I said, yo. I said, I want me some more wine. Right? The nigga like, y'all good? I said, I will have me some more wine. I need some more wine. Because at this point, we supposed to be vibing. Only motherfucker who not vibing is Most. Sunrise is gone. He ain't even on Earth. He there, but he ain't even on Earth. He laughing late at jokes and shit. We done told a joke 2 minutes ago. The nigga laughing. We done forgot we told it. He ain't even there. I wasn't holding him accountable for shit because for most of it, he wasn't there for it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't. You know what I mean? Only one who wasn't vibing with Atmos, I was trying to figure out because everybody else having a good-ass time. You feel me? Why this lady do that shit? I said, nah, I could have me some more wine. She reached over and said, I got you. Poured the wine in the glass. You know what I'm saying? Nigga Atmos staring a hole in my forehead. You know what I mean? Or to the side of my head. He was sitting to the left of me. You know what I mean? Kiana was sitting to the left of Manessa. And Nikki was sitting to the left of Manessa. He had the two sisters on his side, his left and right. And Atmos sitting to the left of me. And Sunrise is over in Neverland. He's at the end of the table. You know what I mean? So what I do? Soon as she poured the wine in my glass, okay, I drink my wine, sipping, da-da-da, we going back to talking. What I do? I wound up freestyling. And everybody, it's some niggas who was around, the waitresses and shit, some people at the other table. I'm standing up just freestyling. The wine done got in me. So I'm freestyling and shit. Niggas throwing out words, random niggas I don't even know. They throwing out words, you know, suggestion. I said, that's a good one. I'm rapping, you know what I mean? And Manessa, now I think about it, Manessa was sitting there like as if he my manager and shit. He's like, he's good, isn't he? You know what I mean? I'm not tripping off of none of that, the wine in me. Right? Boom. So what I do, I finesse and move my way over to where Nikki was sitting at. I sit down to the right of Nikki. Still no conversation, nothing else being said. But I'm about to sit down next to the person who poured my wine, the wine in me. You know what I mean? So that's all. If that's it, listen, if I'm guilty of sitting next to her, all right, still teaching, still freestyling and shit, getting wine poured to me, then that's what I'm guilty of. But I'm not guilty of trying to cop block no nigga. I ain't know nothing about nobody getting no numbers, and I didn't know niggas was on that. You know what I mean? That's why I told Atmos when he was like, you know, he said to keep it a stack. He said I was just trying to fuck Shawty. That's all I was trying to do. You know what I mean? I said nah. I said because he was telling me there was another event, and he ran into her at that event, and he took a picture with her. Right? It might have been the same event you was at. That might have been the same event. Cause I think it was that same one he had on white or something. I gotta remember. I gotta go back and see the whatever the image was. But he took a picture with her. And he was like, yeah, because you know that event that I posted pictures with? I said, yeah. He said she was there. I said, and? He said, yeah, she was trying to talk to me then. You know what I mean? He said, but I kind of played it to the left. I said, why? Do this sound like somebody who's trying to cop block? I said, Most, why? He said, well, you know, because, you know, you had talked to her, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? And all I was trying to do, I was just trying to hit her. I said, nigga, if you was just trying to hit her, then you would have still pushed your agenda. No, you was butt hurt. You had your feelings hurt. I said, Most, you liked her. All right, so let's get this on record. All right, low, let's get this on record. On all the tones we can call. Anu, Eliun, Eliun, El. All right, let's get this on record. All right, Yahuwah, okay? Let's get this on record. Most apologized on the phone. And he was like, you know what? You right. I shouldn't have handled it like that. I should have came to you. I should have said this. I should have, you right. And I'm like, shit, we good then, Mose, we good. It should have never been no other problem. But then what'd he do? He did what you expect the sisters to do. He went ahead and still kept posting a little sub shit and siding with everybody and doing a little shit and making posts and all this stuff still about, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, look. You know what I'm talking about? It said, Atmos don't have no problem getting a lady. His daddy is Dr. York. He ain't desperate. Hey, y'all pay attention to that. Because what did I tell y'all that Atmos said to me? He said, as soon as they find out that Dr. York, this is what he said. He said, as soon as they find out Dr. York is my dad, they throw the pussy. This is what he said on the phone to me. On the phone to me. He said, as soon as they find out that's my dad. Okay, so I got a question. You know what? I think it's 4K hour. I'll be right. Or do I got that shit in my, I think it's 4K hour. Because one thing I got is receipts. Let me see if I got this shit. Let me see if I got this shit. Hey, I don't even know if you in here, bro. Bro, who sent me the whole conversation with Atmos about how he don't fuck with his dad because he don't know him enough to fuck with him, and he don't fuck with his teachers. Send that same message that you sent me. Send it to Mrs. Faye's page real quick. Send it to me. Because how you riding off your dad name, okay, to bad females, and you don't fuck with them. You don't even fuck with him. You don't even fuck with him. So, this nigga Lifeway being your cheerleader just put his foot in his mouth. He's Dr. Your son. He don't need to be desperate. Whoa. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What are you trying to tell me? But you don't got to tell me because he already came out the mouth and said the shit. And we gonna see if it back up. I don't even know if my people's in here. Because, like, listen, I got a whole army. Like, what the hell? This shit spread it out across the internet, nigga. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm dissing Pop's son. Do you fuck with Jacob York, Manessa? Do you fuck with Jacob York? Yes or no? You fuck with Jake the Snake? Do you know there's a lot of his children that set this up? Do you know there's a lot of his children that's behind why he in prison? So what the fuck is you talking about? I got letters from Pops naming his children. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Yakub, he called him, in a letter, he called him Yakub Muhammad or Yakub Johnson, right? Yakub Muhammad Johnson, Jake York is what he called it. He called him. He said he's the true molester. He said, and the truth is going to come out about who all the true molesters are. What you talking about? That his son. Look at what Pop's saying. What are you talking about? I might gotta get off this bitch for like 1 minute, y'all, and go get it. I'm gonna go grab this shit real quick. Y'all think I'm playing? You know what I'm saying? How you using your dad's name and you don't fuck with him? How? Make it add up. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. I'm about to go grab this shit real quick. Give me. You know what I just thought about? I don't even got that shit right now. It's on there, but it ain't gonna download right now because I ain't switched this shit over yet. So if you on here, you know who I'm talking about. Send that shit to Mrs. Faze and I'll put it up. If you on here, send it to yeah. Hey, Smoke. Was he on any of this shit when we pushed up on his ass at the culture center? Was he on any of that? When we pushed up on his ass at the culture center, was he on anything other than love? Was it or was it I shook a dad, real bad? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, mister, we need to get together, my brother. Zamal, da-da-da-da. We need to work. You know, how many followers you got? Hell nah, exactly, bro. Watch your mouth. Yeah. Like, what's up? Yeah. What you talking about? Shit. And that ain't the only one. It's others. Bear witness to some shit. Yeah, like, what you talking about? Cause nigga was trying to figure out what was going on. That's all nigga was asking me. I'm like, shit, we gonna let that be. Cause niggas ain't on shit. Cause nigga was on shit, it would have been some shit. You see my face. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit, y'all talking about all this, we gon' this, we gon' alright, boom, pull up. I'm not by myself. Wham. Okay, cool. What niggas talking about? Niggas talking about I shook. Alright, well then I let it be I shook. Niggas say Rahu back. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? It wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that. Oh, this shit gonna be so beautiful. Cause I'm gonna go live. You know I'm gonna see you one day. It's gonna be so beautiful. I wanna see a devil still big in person. Cause they don't never be big in person. These niggas need to be put on. They ain't like that for real. Exactly. Hey, we ain't even gonna just let it go. We ain't even gonna say too much. Let it go, Smoke. Let it go, Smoke. Let it go. Let it go. What do you mean I ain't do nothing? I walked in the building. What you talking about? I walked in the building. Nigga was saying all that shit. Remember he was on live popping shit. I said, okay, cool. All I need is an addy. Shit, all right, bet. Nigga don't want to give me no addy. All right. Nigga post their events. Boom. Okay, cool. Here we go. Yeah, what's happening? What? Boom. We walk in. What you talking about? We walk in. That's what we do. We walk in. And what you do when we walked in? You ain't buck up nothing. You said, what bad? I shook. I respect what you're doing. You know what I mean? We need to get together. You know what I mean? How many followers you got now? That's what you did. So relax, bro. Hey, let it go. Like I said, let it go. Let it go. You don't even say shit else. Let it go, Smoke. Don't even say shit else. And don't none of y'all niggas say shit, 'cause I already know y'all niggas in here. I just seen y'all niggas coming in. Don't say shit. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I remember the parade. You know what I mean? Y'all don't remember how niggas got on the line for the parade? Remember Lightweight was talking about Vanessa was talking about I shook Faise. It wasn't no. Why y'all trying to act like it's pressure? I'm trying to act like it's pressure. No, bro. We can't deal with y'all how we deal with niggas who think it's an issue. Cause y'all not really like that. Y'all not like that. So it's a waste of deployment. Yeah, I remember that. Actually, y'all were on live, and I got on the live. And I did it intentionally so that more people could see the parade. Come on now. It ain't like that, bro. Let it go. Cause look, I don't run out of the only thing about it is niggas be forgetting. They be in good moods and shit when we run into them. Niggas be in good moods. They be done just sold them some products. Everybody there to see them. You be forgetting, like, You know what I'm saying? So we gonna let that go. We gonna let that. I ain't like that. Yeah, you right. Facts. Nobody's like that. Let it go. Then let it go. Then that what's up. Boom. I shook. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Let it go. Where can I hear a good doctor speak aside from YouTube? I don't know. I mean, it's sure it's other platforms people don't put the shit up, but main thing is YouTube. It's the main thing, unless you got CDs. But I don't know many people who got CDs other than the bookstores. Yeah, nigga be in good moods when they see us. He was in great mood. Then you know what he was dealing with. Same with 5D. Y'all didn't even know y'all in trouble. And then I'm not no bully. You feel me? So nigga ain't trying to get on shit. I bet. All right. You know what I'm saying? I done told y'all that. Like that's just the principle. Okay? Nigga ain't trying to get on no bullshit. You ain't finna. I'm not no bully. That ain't righteous. I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that cloth. But nigga ain't no bully. Oh, yeah. He ain't trying to get on shit. It ain't finna be no shit. But we show up just to see if niggas still on some bullshit. You know what I mean? But we ain't bullying nobody. We ain't pulling up, you know what I mean, on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people been talking about Dr. York lately. A lot of people coming out and saying it's time. Dr. York coming home? Yeah, he coming home. He coming home. It's time. A lot of people didn't want to see him out, y'all, because they can finesse and they can work their move while he in prison. Okay? But when Pop come out, them gates, all right, all that shit gonna shut down. Niggas gonna be petrified. You know what I mean? Pop feet hit them grounds. They gonna be petrified. I'm gonna be right there. No, not him, not her, not them, not that whole section, not that whole community. No. Nobody. You can't come nowhere near. No. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do to 21? What you talking about? That family. I don't know what y'all niggas be thinking shit is. Ain't nobody trying to do 21 no dirt. What y'all talking about? We told the nigga come home. He know what I'm saying. I even took it there. I said, look, I heard you brought a lot of niggas home. I done brought a lot of niggas home. Okay, on the flip side, which is the same side if you understand, come home. It's time to come home. Where the righteous cause at? All this shit about a righteous cause. Y'all nigga don't know what I'm talking about, but he know what I'm talking about. Okay, come home. It's too much love out here. You know what I'm saying? Need to be activated. Too many niggas with a blueprint not know what the fuck we supposed to be on. Too many niggas with some food to not be able to pass that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Come home. Everybody, one nation. You know what I'm saying? So nah, we ain't talking about doing him no dirt. We wasn't talking about doing none of these niggas no dirt. All we was saying is, we ain't on no bully shit, but y'all niggas not bullies either. Everything niggas think they got, that they gotta pay niggas to get done and shit like that, bro. But we ain't on no, it's principle. I'm raised off of principle. You feel me? That's why nigga might think you upset doing some shit. No, a nigga can flip your whole establishment and we ain't upset. You know what I'm saying? Just off the principle of what you said or what you did. Okay? But at the same time, certain people who in certain positions, we can't move certain ways because too many people looking up to you. You know what I mean? You got to be able to tell them, hey, 1, 2, and 3. You can't have them on some bullshit because then it's out of control. And we weren't on that. We ain't never been about oppressing nobody. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this shit supposed to move. Okay. So, again, a lot of y'all niggas just conscious community niggas. You don't know about nothing what I'm saying. You don't know nothing about what I'm saying. So, no. This shit can't be that. But all we were trying to see is, okay, cool. So you done associated yourself with the movement, right? You done associated yourself with Pop in some way, shape, form, or fashion. All right, cool. You think you're going to be able to close that door? When we kick them doors in, you know what I'm saying? You can't close that door. So we going to have to get you right. And here go what I thought happened. In my mind, it's what I seen. And I know my folk who were with me, they seen the same thing. We show up, niggas was on all love. All right, bet. The end. I'm not no bully. You know what I'm saying? Look, if it was like that, it would have been like that. But it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So we let it go. I don't trust nobody to spell his name like that. Hey, look. Dr. Melikazi York carried a gun. Hey, look. Dr. Melikazi York owned multiple guns. Hey, look. Dr. Melikazi York said, I could play it for you in 4K audio. He said, can I speak here? They're like, go ahead. He said, I don't need the bitching men. I really don't need it. He said, I don't need the bitching men. He said, because the devil is going to make up his mind to come after us one day. It's written in the law. He said he's going to try to climb Mount Zion and destroy the tabernacle. He said, and I don't need men that are going to break down like little girls. All right, so Pop cuss. He cuss you out. All right, you get wrong with him, he might slap the shit out you. Y'all didn't know him. Y'all didn't know him. You worshiped him. It's a difference. You don't know him. You understand? You must ain't heard the stories. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know how Pop got in position to run shit, not being no Manessa. Because you see that guy? Number one bullshit guy. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have made it like you. Because you got on social media, and that's all you went. That's all you ever went. Malachi Z. York put together this whole shit before the internet. Before the internet. You understand? He said, I don't need bitching men. So he basically said, you didn't hear him, but I knew what he was saying. He was like, I don't need Manessa. I really don't. He said, don't be like him. Y'all don't know him. You keep trying to put him in his holy man position only. You don't know him. And to stand on truth is to know Pops. To really be like that is to know Pops. I get it. I get why the fuck he wanted to get the fuck away from y'all. I get why he wanted to get the fuck away from y'all. He wanted to get away from y'all. It's so many CDs, and so many phone calls where Pop was saying, right? It's so many. He was calling these folk names, name by name. He was calling, and look, we ain't listen. I'm gonna go ahead for your sake. I'm gonna get you up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here. Cause same thing I told Basil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can do all that extra little internet shit. You can do that. But moments you start pushing them threats, you ain't gonna want to see that. So I'm gonna go ahead for your sake. I'm gonna cause niggas who they gonna see you do that, they ain't gonna take too kindly. And I don't know shit. I never know shit. So I'm gonna get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's so many calls, right? It's so many things that went out explaining who people were. Pop, no. He was saying, I know who all the devils are already. Now, you don't got to know nothing. Let it go like I said, bro. He said, I know who all the devils are already. Right? He said, it's up to y'all to figure it out. He was trying to get away from these folks, y'all. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. This shit all one test. See, listen, I was in the belly of the beast. What did you do? What did you do to help me? I was in the belly of Shaitan. What did you do to help me? What did you do? I sold herbs in your name. What? I healed people in your name. Listen to the key words. What are you going to say? I never knew you. Depart from me. I ain't hungry. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hungry. I don't want no kale. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like kale. What you talking about? Niggas ain't on that. We gonna let it go. Like I said, I mean, I don't know shit about nothing. You know what I mean? They might do need some sea moss and shit, but I don't know. I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know. I might get. Well, let me see if I got enough of Pop books in here. Maybe I need to go get some of these pirated books. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. 19 key, bro. You late. You got it. Hey, bro, I ain't even trying to be funny. You a little late, bro. You a little late. He really looking for the gatekeepers, but that's another subject. Hey, look, what's so interesting, though? Hey, real quick, Sunrise, how you know that? How you know that? Real quick, how you know that? How you know he looking for the gatekeepers? And how many he said he would look? How you know that? Yeah, but how you know that though? Cause interestingly enough, when I was like, ain't nobody getting near pot, you were like, oh, for real, Faise, you a gatekeeper? But you know what I'm saying, that's a whole nother development. I thought you was speaking on something else. See, you saying something, you probably don't know what you're saying though, that tie into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But gatekeeper done became a negative connotation, right? A negative word that people use, a phrase. All right, you a gatekeeper, but there's a whole nother science to that. I'm trying to see how you know that though, unless you just speaking from the spirit. That's confirmation then. Nah, the number was 4. Gatekeepers is more dangerous than anything and anyone. They give us swords of fire or lightning or light. You know what I mean? And say, hey, turn this sword anywhere you want to turn it. Every which way. Anybody. To protect this. You with me? Now, that's a later development, y'all. It ain't time. I was just trying to figure out how he knew that. I'm like, damn, ain't no way you know that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't time yet. It ain't time for that. Only way I would have known it would have been time if he would have been able to say where that's coming from. But you know what I mean? It ain't time. York is looking for the gatekeepers in America. Yeah, I'm trying to seek. Never mind, though, because I'm asking you how you know that. Faise, that you are light, but straight gas. I appreciate that. I would tell y'all, send y'all donation to email in for the for the books. But I'm about to get another phone. Cause I ain't really realized what people were saying. But they're like, yo, speak up. I'm like, nigga, I'm screaming. They're like, bro, you sound muffled. But then I had went and listened to it on another phone. You know what I mean? And that's how I know. Oh yeah. That's why I say I go out bad. You gotta get another phone. Now y'all already know there's other funds there from the fundraiser. I could get it now, or I could wait till April 1st, okay, and just get it then. When I was saying we're gonna actually start utilizing the funds. Nigga like me, I'm like, shit, we can just raise up funds for just that. Yeah, I know, I heard it. You right. I'm not beefing with Lifeway. I'm not beefing, I'm just speaking truth. And every time I speak truth, notice how all these events happen around it and calling names for it. Okay? Then these same folk names starting to be called by other people. Y'all peeping game? Okay, pay attention. I know what I'm doing. You don't see that X up there? I know what I'm doing. It's never what it looked like. That's why before he got out his mouth, I went ahead and just got him up out of there. I know what I'm doing. What do you mean we need everyone? Don't stop. Y'all got to stop saying simple body ass shit. What are you talking about? Stop. Faise, we would never forget how you stood for what's right, even when folks said you was doing too much, and you could never do too much when it's for what's right. I appreciate that. They won't. What do you mean if we say they had the opportunity to walk with me? We ain't teaming up. What are you talking about? There's only one side of this. You know what I mean? They could have walked with me. To walk with me is to walk with Pops. So the motherfucker got an issue with me. Be cautious. Same thing I was telling there. I was telling young elder, all that. I said, look, you motherfucker got an issue with me. You might want to be cautious. Then they can get to seeing on their own time what I was saying. Watch these niggas, bro. They snake. Why the fuck would you try to snake me? It don't make sense. But Pop know what he doing too. And when I get inclination to go up through people's temples and shit, that ain't happening by accident. Hey, go see what's up with that. I go. I don't fuck with these people, y'all. So if you see me at them functions, listen, you see me, you see my mama, you see whoever the fuck at these functions, we not there for no reason. You better straighten up. You better straighten up. You know what I mean? Bro, stop. You got to stop saying that. That's blasphemy, bro. At this point. Ain't no joining forces, none of that shit. I walk with Pops. Is it clear? Why you talking about me? I walk with Pops. I walk with Dr. Melakazi York and all of the orders that have been laid before this point in time. That's what I'm on. If the niggas against me, that's what they against. Do it make sense? Do it make sense? When is it going to dawn? Do it make sense? Look at what I'm standing on. Look what I've been standing on since y'all know me. Where is that? Where is that? Receipt man. Yeah, that's me. Where this shit at? Let me see. Y'all probably can't hear what it's saying, but this 10-year-old, y'all want to know who that is in the center? Take a wild one. That's me, 10 years old, at one of the mirrors or the buildings, okay, doing a performance. There go one of my brothers to the right of me, another one of my brothers to the left of me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, in this song, I wasn't saying, yeah, man, we're black people and we rise up. No, y'all want to know them lyrics, what the nigga was saying? Thought you never asked. Hear what the young nigga saying at 10 years old. Keep in mind, this is 15 years ago. Okay? We don't know who none of these niggas is or where they coming from with they fucking plants. All right? Maybe they are plants. All right? Get what a 10-year-old say. What'd he say? He say, can you fight for the master? Can you do that for me? Can you shine in the light as we fight until we free? As we battle in the presses, cause we shall never die. Can we free? Hold on. True to power. Hey, true to power. Send that video. Go to our messages, bro. Download that video of Atmos speaking on his father. And I need you to, if you got to trim it, dice it, cut it in two, whatever. Send that video to the Mrs. Faise DM. And let me know when you do it. I need you to do that. Can you do that for me? So what he's saying? Can you fight for the master? Can you do that for me? Can you shine in the light as we fight until we free? As we battle in the presses, cause we shall never die. Can we free Malachi? You already did it? Hold on. You didn't send it? When did you do it? I'm about to pull that shit up right now. It shows invite sent, so I can't send another message. Oh, that must be the request. She said she accepted it. All right, cool. Hold that thought. Can you fight for the master? Can you do that for me? Can you shine the light as we fight until we free? As we battle in the presses, cause we shall never die. Can we free Malachi? He'll bless the souls that are constantly doing his work. It's a shame some New Wabians was doing the dirt. Help Sheriff Seals put their whole game to work. But they walk around with Doc on their shirt. Acting like our family, but with the FBI. They giving you dap, but they on the other side. It's all that. Y'all know it all. We can't trust nobody. But when the time comes, there is no hiding from the truth. Yeah, I fight for my cool. That's just what I do. And I expect the same from you. Can you fight for the master? Can you do that? Okay, so let's look back at what he's saying. Right? He'll bless the souls that are constantly doing his work. It's a shame some New Wabians was doing the dirt. They helped Sheriff Seals put this whole game to work. But they walking around with Doc on their shirt. They acting like your family. But they with the FBI. They giving you dap. But they on the other side. Y'all know it all. We can't trust nobody. This man was 10 years old saying that. Y'all listening to me. We can't trust nobody. But when the time comes, there is no hiding from the truth. Yeah, I fight for my cool. So what he say? When the time comes, there is no hiding from the truth. Oh, it's like he's about that time now. 15 years later, 15 years in the making, this nigga ain't strayed from what he told y'all. Talking to the Nuwabians, performing in front of the Nuwabians, looking niggas in their faces, adults and everything. That spirit of vengeance, that spirit was moving through him at that time. The spirit of righteousness, the spirit of Ma'at was moving through him at that time. And even before then, when he was younger, when he was standing there at 6 years old, 5 years old, saying, I'm going to fight, Omi. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to fight. This ain't right. You understand? What'd he say? Nuwabian boys, I looked up into heaven. I heard a voice. It said, do bad or good. I have a choice. But to free the master, don't have a choice. Don't have a choice. I took the battlefield. Don't need no sword, no shield, because Anu is real. They took the master from us, man. How did it feel? I know it felt bad, but we all fighting still. We doing L's will. And as a family, we can do it, but individuals won't succeed. In the end, we'll all get together happily. But till then, we gotta fight till we get them free. Are you feeling me? Can you fight for the master? Can you do that for me? Can you shine in the light as we fight until we free? As we battle in the pressure, cause we shall never die. As we free, Malachi. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't know what these folk got going on. This ain't never been no game to me. This has never been no game. So all of y'all who get to put that shit on like a costume and take it off when you get off here, all right, or when you leave the culture center, or when you leave the bookstore, or when you leave the Savior's Day, that's y'all. I can't do that. I don't have that. They let me see Yahshua nailed into the ground. They let me see. We went back on the land after the FBI put that black bar in front of them pylons. We went back on the land hypothetically. You know what I'm saying? And even when they said folks couldn't go on that bitch, hypothetically, we went back on there. And we saw the burnt books. We saw shit scattered. We saw the pylons, all that shit torn down. We saw the pyramids with the wrecking ball torn down. We saw everything. The statues was taken off the land. The brothers and sisters had taken it, but they left my mama's statue on there, and they left Yeshua's statue on there. You feel what I'm saying? I saw all of that. And I've been fighting since then. Y'all with me? Let me see the other phone, because, yeah, they done made it be that I can't even see the comments now, too. So y'all give me a second. Will you go to, I'm trying to see something. Will you go to your phone and pull up the live, your other phone? You go to your other phone and pull up the live? Okay, bring it to me real quick. Because I can't see the comments. I need to be able to see what people about to say. All right, boom. So, all right, cool. Real quick, let me pull this up. I couldn't see y'all comment because you know how these folks do. After a while, I can't see shit. It's all good and dandy. Receipt man. Yeah, that's me. All right, boom. So they say the Most High, right? All right, cool. That him, right? Atmo, that the Most High. It should still be his shit. I think so. That should be him. All right, boom. So one of my folks like, yo, why you don't fuck with Pops? I said, what you mean? Where's it coming from? Oh, let me get this shit open. It's a hypothesis coming from me. I see you don't list Pops as a master teacher, and I heard you call us Dr. York worshipers. Are you a student of Dr. Malachi York? Malachi York. Look what he say, y'all. Hell no. You see Hey Loud? He say hell no. Damn, they ain't letting you see the comments. Hold on. All right. Y'all can see it, right? It say hell no. Right? That's odd. Because if you just not a student, all you got to say is what? No. But what's this hell right here? That's Halal in them. Look at the word. You know what I'm saying? That's the poison. That's some energy behind it. Okay? So watch. What it say? It say it's a hypothesis. Okay, he responded. He said, yeah, but I make a distinction between Nuwabians and Dr. York worshipers. All right, so we already got the hell no. Okay, so he said, okay, boom. Then he said, a lot of y'all newer people aren't really Nuwabians in a traditional sense. I don't know about you. You could be, but your profile picture and bio tells me that you're not. But, right? Have you ever been to a Nuwabian bookstore or event, or you just look up the Faise One? And what's so crazy is he actually has, this person he's talking to. He traveled to come down to the store. He don't even know what he's talking about. Right? Boom. So he say, I look up to God and God only. Exactly. For your information, I have been to both. And that still doesn't make you new. Okay, listen, these folks know what they talking about. Exactly. He said, I've been to both, but that don't make you no Nuwapian. Right. I won't claim any nationality until Pops get out and let us know again. Smart. All I know is that I'm really Michael them, and that's enough for me. You just said you're not a student of Pops, so how you gonna speak on traditional Nuwapian? Bro, getting with him. I'm telling you, that shit, that right knowledge, that shit, it travels. It don't stop with you. LOL, why are you typing I like that? And yeah, those sound just like Phase One's talking points. Y'all remember what I told you about them your people? You're technically not Nuwabian until you get initiated. This is false. This is false. That's false. What? That's false. So, yeah, you definitely don't know what you're talking about. It's Nuwabians worldwide for a reason. There are Nuwabians worldwide. There are people who became golden people, or Nubians again, Nubians again, reminding themselves of who they were just from putting their hands on the information. This is why I told y'all them backwards body ass niggas walked to me and was like, why I didn't come through the Nuwapian Grand Lodge. And they almost had an issue. Cause I wasn't there by myself that time. They thought I was. Right? I said, wait, no, I'm not even a York right, bro. I said, I'm a Scottish right. They said, so you think you above the lodge? This y'all gang banging ass delusion. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with how this shit was set up and what this shit is supposed to be. He talking about the Masons. Yeah, if you are Nuwapian, if you are part of that order, then yeah, you a Mason up under that, or a brother up under that, walking in that light. But you walked through that because that's what you wanted to be a part of, not because you overstood Nuwapu to become a Nuwapian. You understand what I'm explaining to you? So watch this. Tapping in with the stores and going to functions, events is just the first step getting into the live. Bro, this man do not know what he's talking about. Call me what you want, but can't call me a devil. Why do? Boom. He said, because I was a traditional Nuwabian, I lived in the headquarters of the Nuwabian Nation off Bushwick and Hart Street, where the Nuwabian Nation started at, and I actually petitioned to go through the lodge. People that were on Tamaray will tell you I was there. People like you in Phase One weren't. But see, y'all see liars? Y'all see liars? Ask yourself, how do I know as much as I do about Tamaray and I wasn't there? And why would I be saying and going this hard about what happened on May 8th if I never was on Tamaray? You see, but they can't speak the truth. This is how you can know the difference. The emerald light versus the amber light. Okay? We gonna speak truth regardless, even if that shit ain't comfortable. You might say some shit don't feel good, but hey, that shit, he right about that. He right. He right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all can't do that. Y'all don't have the ability. Exactly. You in Phase One weren't? Omi, I wasn't on Tamaray. I wasn't on Tamaray. You get what I'm saying? That's weird, ain't it? And I've been talking about this shit. Listen, I let people know what Tamaray was. He won't even tell people about this shit. I push for people to know who Dr. York is. He won't even mention his father. You know what I mean? He don't even list him as a teacher. So, what? But it's like, bro, when you were there, because you about, what? You about 3 years younger than me. Bro, you had to be there just when they were finna take the land, if you were there. You had to be there just when they were finna take the land. Meaning, only way you could tell me you remember that shit is you were probably like 2, 3 years old. Other than that, you don't even remember that. You had to be a little bitty two-stepper walking on the land. Now, I'm not going to say a nigga can't remember because I remember being 2 years old on Tamaray. So it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But that's weird. Like, everybody who know I was there. Then, that means you definitely don't know who my dad is then. But it shows because even your brother Sal York didn't know that my father was Bodie. And then as soon as he found out, he felt remorseful about how he handled the whole situation. He like, damn, he said, your father took care of me. My Umi and my Uber was big in the nation. What are you talking about? We were there. You know what I mean? When I speak about the bridge, I'm not doing all that extra shit. All right, fuck. Who is this nigga? You know what I mean? So he said, you got it, bro. I just wanted to know if you fuck with Pops or not. I spelled it I for you too. He said, I hope you're happy. He said, LOL, all right, well, I don't know him enough to fuck with him, but I definitely don't fuck with his teachings. Do you have to say all of this? First he said, hell no. Then he said, I definitely don't fuck with his teachings. Whoa. So something weird. Then why was you trying to speak on his teachings? When we was there at the Spun Divots and everything. And you don't fuck with him. But that's what Nakash do. That's what the Kaparoon do. The Kaparoon will go, or the Kappas will go off to the side and be like, yeah, I'm not really with them folks. I was just playing like I was with them. I'm not really a Muslim. You understand? I'm not really there with the Nuwabis. I'm acting like I'm one of the Ansars. I wasn't there for real. I'm infiltrating them. That's what we were told them folks to do anyway. You with me? So he said, I definitely don't fuck with his teaching. I fuck with some of his works, though, in terms of what he did as in building a community. That was an amazing feat. Look. It was an amazing feat, he said. I should type this, he said. You can never take that away from him. You wouldn't even mention that. You wouldn't even mention it being taken away. You know what I mean? So I don't know that. He said, oh, look at you learning grammar, and that was the end of it. So right there, he showed he don't fuck with Pops. He just showed it. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all think me and Lifeway beefing. Y'all think me and Almost beefing. Y'all think me and 19 Keys beefing. Y'all think me and Beyond 5D beefing. Y'all think me and Young Pharaoh beefing. Y'all think me and Nate Travola beefing. Y'all think me and Rashad Jamal beefing. No. If you ever slighted Dr. Malachi Z. York in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you automatically place yourself over there with the Amber. Automatically. So it just so happens to be, though, that all these people who got an issue with me got an issue with Pops. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So when I say it already done came through, Pop didn't fuck with Manessa, who is called Lifewave. He didn't fuck with him. This is what Lifewave or Manessa was telling people his damn self out of his mouth, that he didn't want to go to the Sunday school, right? Because every time he went up there, Pop would just stare at him and tell people don't be like him. He didn't like going. And he was celebrated and happy when Pops got locked up and asking his parents, did he still have to go to the school? Notice, he didn't confirm nor deny that. He couldn't manage it. It'll eat him alive. But you know Pop didn't fuck with you. So maybe that might be the reason. If it's not, then hey, that's between you and your own soul. But notice, everybody who being finessing and working our Pop name, them the motherfuckers who got an issue with me. Y'all with me? So notice the commonality before you jump to the conclusion that I done woke up like, let me beef with these random people. No, there's always a commonality. I'm not no bully. I'm not coming at nobody for no reason. You understand? Same thing with Rod Hayes. Same thing with him. I stepped to him about Malachi. He played him. Okay? Boom. He stepped over there with them. I gave everybody the benefit of the truth. I gave everybody that. You know what I mean? But because they couldn't stand on it, I let them go. And that's where they was at. Malachi was very keen and perceptive to each minute detail. Exactly. How Rod played, he said Pops didn't need nobody to know he was in prison. But then came out on Young Elder Show and tried to act like he was about to help him get out. When I asked this nigga 3 years ago to do that. What are you talking about? Then was going around Clubhouse with one of Pop's posters or paintings as his PTR. With the Anu Eliun Eliun L. Nobody else had Anu as a melanin dominant person sitting on a throne with light. That was Pop shit. All that 19th Elder talk, right? All that Galactic Federation talk, all that Anunnaki talk, all of that came out the Holy Tablets. I was like, yo, okay, all I'm saying is, what we finna do about the fact that he in prison? And y'all saying free Barabbas. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? But I still stepped to him to see where he was going to go with it. This nigga tried to act like he didn't know who he was talking to. He tried to act like Pop gave him a message. Why would you do that? Why would somebody do that? And then the message you try to act like Pop gave you go right against what Pop already said. He was like, the more the merrier. Can I play that? I might got that shit. He was like, the more the merrier. The more people that can help him, the better. Let me see if I can pull this shit up. Everything I tell y'all, I can back up. Even if I got to go find that shit. So you just seen when I saying, bro, utmost. I said it a long time ago before my peoples even brought the shit to my attention. I said, utmost don't even fuck with his father. Because it shows. And then what come around? Opening of the mouth ceremony. Niggas say, yo, do you fuck with, are you a student of or something like that? He said, hell no. Right? You don't got to do all that, but you try to play your own father. But in the behind the scenes, you try to walk around with that shit like it's a badge so that you can get females. You with me? Or get some attention behind you. Wouldn't have shit to go on if you wasn't Dr. York's son. You got your whole shit from him, yet you try to slight him. You don't fuck with his teaching, and what do you fuck with? That's the weird thing. Because he taught everything. Pops taught everything there was to teach. If you don't fuck with his teachings, what? You know what I mean? It's unnecessary amber light sent in his direction. Unnecessary. And so I stand in defense. Simple. Simple. I know Pop's hearing all this shit. I know. I know he hearing it. I know he's seeing this shit. I know. I just know, bro. Like I said, listen, come on home, Pop. Come on home, Pop. I done already tested these humans out. You know what I mean? You got to come home. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Just come on home, and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, do what I do. Come home. Think about this. I want y'all to really wrap your mind around this question I'm about to ask you. While I stall, put my password in. I want you to think about this. Where would this whole movement be if I were never born? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about it real hard while I try to remember my damn password. I know that shit. Yeah. Where would this whole movement be if there was no Faise One? Remember how people, listen, everybody got amnesia. So let me shake this shit real quick. All right, boom. You back awake? Do y'all remember how quiet it was? Do y'all remember? Remember the days when I like, keep Malachi York name out your fucking mouth. I did it before Will Smith. You know what I mean? I said, keep Malachi York name out your mouth. I said, they go for everybody. They go for Hopes for Fifth. They go for Captain Tazariak. I said everybody name. Y'all remember them days? This was years ago. Remember them days on Clubhouse when people open up a room and get to talk about masters, and I clear my mic, the little feedback come in. I said, Malachi York. And it threw the whole room into a frenzy. Remember that? Because everybody knew who he was, but it's like they intentionally stepped over his name. How many people found out who Malachi York was because of me? Speak the truth, shame the opposition. How many people knew who Malachi York was or all about what's happening with this whole thing before you found me? How many people? Yeah, they hated me on Clubhouse. You was there. I remember you. They hated me. Every time I came in the room, niggas started putting out disclaimers. All right, I want y'all to understand this. Like, who are you talking about, y'all? Before everybody get to be long-winded and do all this extra stuff, you know what I mean? We already been here talking da-da-da-da-da. I was the only nigga got disclaimers. My hand be raised. I'll be sitting there waiting. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, if I'm not talking to you, I'm not asking y'all. I'm only asking. Listen, some of y'all done sent me Tom Ray pictures. I know you was there. You understand? I'm not saying that. I'm only asking about the people who didn't know. It's important. This ain't no me flexing. I'm saying think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. Okay? How many people, listen, by a show of any emoji, one emoji, how many people didn't know that 21 Savage was on Tom Ray and was right there with me? How many people didn't know that before I came out with it? Did I figure this shit out yet? I think I did. Because they ain't been letting me pull up my damn messages for some reason lately. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right, boom. Y'all paying attention? Onlookers, y'all looking? Y'all watching? Now, hold that thought. Before my platform blew up, think of all the Sabians, Nuwabians, Hebrew Israelites, all the people who know that. Think about all the people who know that never said it, that never taught it, that never pushed it, that never even challenged him. Think about what I'm saying now. They never even that's a big deal though. Because 21 Savage is one of the biggest people when it comes to this drill music shit that hit the airways that we had to go to war with. Notice who they didn't bring the war to, but they stepped to me. Notice that they didn't want to fight Baphomet. They wanted to, as a matter of fact, venerate and put Baphomet on a pedestal, but they stepped to make war with me. Y'all with me? Think about what I'm telling you. And these people knew. Now, who has been, here's another question. Who has been not even just the loudest, the most consistent when it comes to letting the world know about Malachi York with us as El Qadir? Who has been the loudest and the most consistent about this whole situation? Of all his children, biological children, of all the Nuwabians and Sabians, of all people with platforms who know, who were there, NOI members, 19 Keys, all them people, who was the loudest and most consistent about the truth, about who the master teacher, as Imam Asa, is with us? Who? Onlookers, pay attention. Did you peep that 135 when I asked that? And the youngest of all of them, Tua. Who was the loudest? Meaning you had to hear me to the point where now you can't turn without, now the conscious community trying to hop on a wave of it. You hear me? They trying to hop on a wave like they know what they talking about. They don't know shit. They got empresses coming in saying, I don't even know who Malachi is. Damn. Damn. Then where was you at? That you didn't know who Chief Black Eagle is? Where were you at? Y'all hear me? So this ain't, I don't know what they talking about. But these niggas got a little platform and they made it all about money and selling their products. Just like Pop said they were going to do. Y'all hearing me? And I'm still constantly growing every day. And I'm still like, hey, look, it ain't me, it's Pops. They can't do that. Because they all ops. I said, no, it ain't me, it's Dr. Malachi York. I told the pharaohs, you go look up a video, 16-year-old Mason teaches class hidden knowledge. I didn't even post the video. The shit was posted in 2014. Go make me a truth teller. I was still in high school. We're going to have to come back on here in a second, y'all. I was still in high school. Go look at that video, and you're going to see me standing there with the United Nuwapian Nation of Moors flag or banner on my waist. In all the videos, I never walked away. Where were y'all? Where were y'all? So you think because y'all was grouped amongst each other, that means that y'all was with Pops. No, whoever walked with the Lamb wherever he go, never walk away from Pops. That's how you know who we are. I never walked away. It's all throughout the history. It's in my music. It's in everything. And I told my Umi, I said, I'm going to get that platform. It's going to get big. And people going to know who that is. And it's still happening right now. I'm going to come right back on here. and we're going to finish.